right, should we introduce ourselves?
Sure.
Do you wanna start PleasantKenobi? You're in the top left corner, so it makes sense for you.
Oh, I was tweeting. Yes, hello. I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. I'm here to play some Dungeons and Dragons with my friends Caleb D. I won't introduce everyone else. I'll let them introduce themselves. Do you want me to do character introductions or just move on?
You can just move on. I'll put your character in. Your character will get time.
Okay, cool. So yeah, hi, I'm Vince.
And then next up is Rob Vaca. You want to say hi, Rob?
I am Rob. I am the DM for the day. So I hope you all enjoy.
Yeah, I'm Caleb. If you're here, you've probably seen my stream before because this is my stream. And then sup, Gabby? How are you doing?
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm super excited to play. This is my first time playing D&D online. I have played mini campaigns in paper, and this is all like pretty cool setup. So I'm very excited, especially because I haven't played a Ravnica campaign yet. I'm very excited about that part.
Nice. Yeah, I have also never played a Rav campaign, and I have also never played online. And I'm a little bit rusty, and I'm sure this group of people will not be patient with me at all. So that'll be... All right, Tomer, how are you doing?
Somewhere. I don't really get to play D&D that much on the player side. I'm usually the DM, so this is going to be a really exciting treat for me. I was really excited to like make the entire character and do that whole process because rarely ever actually get to do it. So really excited to be here.
All right, everybody is excited. Everybody's ready to go. Rob, what do you got for us?
Okay, so establishing shot would be a flyover of Ravnica, the city of guilds. After nearly a century of unrest, following nearly 10,000 years of peace, a new living guild pact has been formed. However, this living guild pact, Jace Balaran's attention is often elsewhere, leaving the peace in this city at a tenuous place. This is where we find ourselves today with 4 adventurers, each here for their own reason, sent to find a wayward engineer. We zoom in and we fall to night, and we head towards looks like a crowded promenade, and enter a large tent outside of which we see flames, knife jugglers, and other leather-bound people as we are clearly entering a Rakdos tent. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, the first test is using the...
Getting it
Oh
started.
yeah, where's initiative on D&D Beyond?
Your main character page, and it'll be like next to your stats, I believe.
Check out my super strong 4.
It looks like you did an intelligence save and not an initiative.
Oh, okay.
Kenobi.
And don't forget you have advantage on them because of your maul.
Sick.
Where is initiative? I still can't find it.
Right beside armor class, it's above your action, spells, equipment stuff. Like,
Oh, there we go.
directly above there.
That's better.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
like
I
next to your
see.
proficiency.
Boom, I did it.
Initiative. There you
Wow,
go.
rolled so bad.
Okay, 19 is a lot better than 4. So
That's a lot better than 4.
I clicked the right button.
Okay, so 23.
Wait, hold on. Did you see my result? I just
Yeah.
got a thing saying that I got a thing that says my token is not selected. But if you guys can see it, that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely have it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, I'll just roll with it. I don't know why it's saying that.
You guys rolled very high.
Really? I feel like I rolled really bad.
Well, okay, most of you rolled very high.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
So we start off focusing on a small little goblin. Introduce yourself, Experiment Z90.
Okay, hello. My name's Experiment Z90, and I am just the sole survivor of a long line of failed experiments. And I've been magically infused with some draconic blood, and I have red scales with a blue tint. So I'm thinking perhaps something to do with dragons. And you know, I think I'm destined for greatness. However, it seems like the Izzet League does not agree, and I've been thrown to like all these super lethal experiments, but I haven't died yet, which is really sweet. And I kind of just go around doing whatever the Izzet League tells me to do, and hoping that one day, just maybe, I'll be so good or like so successful that eventually Niv Mizzet, the Perun, is going to take notice of me, perhaps honor me, or
Well,
I'll like be worthy of his honor. Blessings.
Or die trying. It sounds
Or die
like.
trying. I mean,
or explode trying. You
one
find yourself.
So
You find yourself on the floor of the inner circus, crowd roaring aside you. You see to your flanks are two leather-bound berserkers. Facing off with your paladin is a ogre wrapped in chains and spikes, and riding around you on a gyro ball, spewing flames, is a Rakdos performer. What would you like to do?
What are they performing? Are they just dancing?
They are riding a ball, pedaling it around like a unicycle, and they appear to be ready to shoot flames in some general direction, probably towards you all.
Do they look aggressive?
100%.
Okay.
This is a blood circus. The crowd is chanting for blood and gore, and that's what they want to see.
and these other two people who are not leather clad, they're my allies. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of know what's
you all
up.
came here together.
Okay, all right.
And we're in search of an engineer. Is that correct?
Correct. A different one than Z90.
So for my action, since I'm kind of a squishy goblin, I'm going to use a spell that's going to maybe up the ante of my chances of survival, which I'm pretty good at up until this point. So I'm going to cast a spell called Mirror Image, and that's going to make 3 duplicates of myself that is kind of like intermingled with the real me. So it's going to be very difficult for them to see who's the real experiment.
Quick question: Is mirror image something you just casually cast when you meet people, or does that not suggest that we're about to start kicking ass?
Oh, this is definitely a blood time for mirror image. So we see our goblin friend's image shatter into 3 versions of himself, and the camera swoops over to a dust and dirt covered shaman-looking character. Caleb, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Raise Bones, and I am a human spore druid, a member of the Golgari swarm. I mostly do what the Golgari wants me to do, go where it fits, go what benefits nature the most. I tend to have a typical like live and let live or live and let die, whichever is more natural approach to things. I grew up in the mossy Underdark, and as such, I am very pale, incredibly pale. But I got the darkest brown eyes you've ever seen. You could just get lost in them. You could get lost in them forever. So even though I'm a little bit, what's the word? I'm not very diplomatic in my turns of phrase, and I do have spores circling me. I'm still pretty enough to have a charisma score of 10.
Charisma score of 10.
Yes.
What would you like to do with your turn? You see bearing down on you these same thugs, performer and chain brute.
I'd like to use my my druid natural form. I believe I can use it to increase my spore count and get a temporary hit dice bonus.
I believe that is a spore druid ability. Yeah. You're sporing up.
I'm sporing up. How do I do that in the D&D Beyond?
That is a good question. Let's find out together.
It's a learning stream.
Raise bones.
They're all learning streams.
Yes, this is extremely learning stream.
It might be under like features and traits. It's like a class feature.
Symbiotic entity. Use wild shape. Yeah, you have 20 more hit points. Let's see. I don't know how you would use this stuff. Oh, I figured it out.
Yeah, Rob.
Temporary hit points. 20. Not 120.
Not
Just
bad.
20. There you go. Now you have many more hit points.
Oh shit, you can just do that. And is that my full turn? Is that a full action?
That is, yes, that is an action for you. Use your wild shape, I believe. Unless your wild shape's a bonus action for you. But I'm pretty sure it's your full action. Almost positive.
Okay, cool. I think it is too.
So, we now have a goblin who is split into 3 and a shaman who is covered in mushrooms and spores. As we see that, camera whip pans back around to we see Paladin facing off with an ogre chain brute. Vince, would you like to introduce your character?
Hello, my character is Maxine Justice. She is a former investigator for the Azorius Senate. I don't know what they call the guild. She lost her husband and child during a Gruul raid a year or 2 ago. She adventured for a short while to avenge his death and found out that Izzet wizards had poisoned these Gruul warriors. They'd been experimenting with drugs, all sorts of nonsense. So she is now very suspect and very wary of the Gruul, the Izzet, and basically anyone who's aligned in anything that isn't the Azorius or even the Boros. Obviously, she's been sent on this mission and she will obey rules, but she isn't a stickler for them. She's out to get justice. And yeah, here she is to enact that justice.
Okay, what would you like to do? You are face to face with a ogre chain brute. Looks like he's bearing down on you with his spikes and chains, ready to strike. So
okay, I've got my maul in one hand. I'm gonna pull out my Azorius signet in the other, and I'm gonna attempt to abjure enemy on the ogre by shouting "Cease and desist. We want to speak to your manager." And I'm gonna use my channel divinity to scare the shit out of this ogre.
all right, does he need to make a saving throw?
He does indeed. I'm gonna throw it into. Here we go. Does it show up? There we go.
I need to make a wisdom.
So my prayer of denunciation is show me to your manager. Because I'm not here to talk to some ogres and some cartwheeling unicyclists.
He rolled an 11.
So that's a wisdom save for him, right?
Yeah.
Did he
Let's do a
succeed?
spell, please.
Oh, hang on. You need to make a wisdom saving throw. Of 13 is my spell
he
check. Is
failed.
that right? Okay, so now
Frightened you for a minute.
so he's now scared. Yeah, so he can go packing. I know. I turn my sights on whoever the nearest person is. So
Your thing actually sets his attack to 0. Sets his movement to 0, so he can't move. So we quickly whip away from you as you have cease and desisted, pulling out your badge as the Ravnica cop and told this guy not to move. We whip towards the final member of our party, but before she gets to go, the enemy gets to move. And
Well, my
first
initiative
thing-
was that bad.
Yeah, yes, it
Feels
was.
bad, man.
The chain brute, who is terrified of you, is going to roll a disadvantage to hit you, I guess.
Me?
No, he can't move.
Oh, okay.
Maxine is getting attacked.
whoa.
Roll a disadvantage here. Does an 18 hit you?
I've just clicked off my character sheet. 1 second. It does
Okay.
hit me. That is unfortunate.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Well,
Wowza.
if you hadn't frightened him, he would have crit you. So
So I take how much, sorry?
7.
7 damage. There we go.
The 2 berserkers will move up to face off with our goblin and our fish person. Attacking the goblin first. Does a 13 hit our goblin sorcerer friend? Actually, do your mirror image.
So each time a creature attacks you with an attack during the spell, roll a d20 to determine whether attack targets.
Yeah, so /R space d20 to see if I actually hit you or not.
Okay. So roll d20. So 13. So you do not hit me. You hit one of my duplicates, and the duplicate's AC is equal to 13.
So it does hit the duplicate. Does the duplicate have any hit points or just die?
It just
All right, so he
It's
swings
destroyed.
back, slices through one of the goblins, and it just fizzles out of existence.
Sad.
Next attack against our Simic friend does rolled a crit.
Oh no.
It does 14 points of damage though as his axe strikes through.
Ouch. I don't have
What's
that
your
many hit
max?
points.
What's your max HP, Gabby?
38. My AC is also very low. I'm 12, so almost anything hits. I'm at 24.
And then the performer is going to roll her way over here being wanting to cause the maximum amount of carnage. Just right there. It's going to hit all of you with a torrent of flame. She puts a cone up to her mouth and just blasts flame over all of you, including her friend. But you need to make dexterity saving throws.
Where are the saving throws on the character sheet?
Towards the top.
Oh,
Top.
Toma.
There's a little box that says.
Actually,
that's not good.
Maxine did not need to. However, she would have saved. Maxine was not in the cone.
That's unfortunate, of course.
Oh, so I just wasted my 18. God damn it.
You all failed.
Oh no.
The Berserker failed. Too.
How much?
The Berserker made his. You all take 2d8 damage. Let's see.
Sweet.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow, I'm dying so fast.
But now, after we see her get cleaved with an axe and flame blasted, we rotate over to the final member of our party. And Gaby, you can introduce yourself.
Am I supposed to introduce myself if I'm just gonna die in like 2 seconds here?
You'll be fine, I'm sure.
All right, hey everybody, my name is Misty, Gold Buff, and all my life, all I ever wanted to be was a simic scientist. But one of the things that they tell you when you try to become a simic scientist is that being a scientist is very much like baking. You know, you have to be very precise with everything you do. And I took a very cooking approach to being a biomancer. So everybody in the Simic Guild thinks I am just a failure of a scientist, and my family's not proud of myself. And it's really sad. So what I'm trying to do is to become an actual biomancer, one that will be respected, one that doesn't make giant crazies that get made fun of, and one that can actually cast spells, unlike what my family thinks about me.
Well, you get a chance right now to prove them wrong.
Yeah, all right, we'll see. So who's in front of me?
One of the Berserkers.
I see the one at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna cast a flame blade.
All right.
Boom.
It certainly hits. They are not wearing any armor. They're
Nice.
all berserking as hard as possible.
Cut him in half.
So that guy, he takes a lot of damage. All right, 15 damage. Okay.
Does he look severely
Nice.
damaged or just
No.
like mildly agitated?
Mildly agitated at this point.
Fantastic.
I don't think he's been hurt. I don't think it's been hurt before.
No.
This
we haven't
one.
we haven't scratched anyone yet.
No.
Yeah, you're all casting like nonsense spells. I'm actually trying to hurt you.
The rest
Well,
of
I
you-
was trying to defuse the situation with some police procedure here, and everyone else is like splitting into 3 people with like flame
I don't
slashing
know.
people.
I'm doing my part. I have my flame blade.
Yeah, the rest of you.
I'm sorry that it became deadly all of a sudden.
However,
Step into
I
a circle,
need
stop being a clown.
Gabby, if you could make a performance check.
Performance?
Yeah.
Where? How do I get performance check?
That would be under your
Skills.
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 Just under midway.
Oh, I see it. Performance. Oh,
16. As the first member of this party to do any sort of damage, the crowd erupts as you guys are now fighting back. They are very happy to see you all participating in the blood circus. And they are now cheering raucously for you. It is back up to Z90.
Okay. Interesting. So I see that my friends are getting a little bit hurt, and you know, I might be lucky. I might not be that prone to death or horrible death like my predecessors. But these guys, you know, I'm getting kind of attached to them. I want to make sure that they survive okay. So I'm going to cast a spell called Haste, but I'm going to do a sorcery thing where I'm going to twin it. So by using using 3 sorcery points, which I have 5 currently, I'm going to target a second creature with a spell called Haste. So I'm going to, first I'm going to use my bonus action as a goblin to disengage, and I'm going to move just out of range of the not so nice Rakdos person who's trying to punch me in the face. I'm going to just move out of his range, and then I'm going to cast on Misty haste and on Maxine haste. And what that does is I'm going to link it.
You basically all get another action on your turn.
So they both have their speed is doubled. They have +2 bonus to AC. They have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and they have an additional action on each of their turns.
Yeah, so for the two of you, it's basically like you see the Matrix right now. Time has slowed down, and everyone else, you're moving normal speed, and everyone else is moving very slowly.
And we
Mm,
can
that's
now
cool.
block Gingerbrute.
Yeah.
Is hasted it's a spell condition, right? We can't add it on
Yeah.
the character sheet from the conditions tab.
You may be able to.
I'm
No,
looking.
It is a condition, but it's not a negative one. So it may not be there.
Okay.
You'll have
can
to
we get-
you have to keep it in mind. I linked it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just
So
screenshot
this
that.
spread.
Raise bones. You're covered in spores, and your
Yeah.
friends are getting assaulted.
What's the nearest enemy closest to me?
There are two very close to your right. There's two equidistant.
It's the one
two
next to me, I
berserkers,
think.
But there are two to your right and one to your left.
Am I within touching distance of Misty Goldbuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to cure wounds then.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Roll.
The druid's looking after their own.
How do you say Razy? Is that how you say your name?
Raise bones.
Razi. It's Razi. Razi Boons.
Well, yeah, now that I see your last name, that makes a lot more sense. Raze, thank you. Thank you. I was about to be done. How much do I do?
Spell and
So I selected my my spells outside of D&D Beyond, like a big old dum dum.
roll. Okay. Just roll.
I
a
love.
D8
I like
then.
the way you're the host, Caleb, but you use
Just roll a D8. Okay.
/RD8. Yeah.
It's impressive.
I rolled an 8. Ha!
Why do I not see your roll? Weird.
Oh, sorry, I rolled it in paper. Do you want me to roll it in the actual D&D Beyond? I can do that. That makes more sense. It'll all be in one thing. What a waste of an 8.
I just flicked across the stream just to see you rolling. Like, I saw your hand gesture and everything. Action shot.
Oh my gosh, why?
You heal 4, I believe. It's more than that. I don't know what the Caleb's spellcasting modifier. This is wisdom bonus.
I feel extremely
what up?
revitalized.
My spellcasting modifier,
Paralyzes you for a few seconds.
my wisdom
Here,
bonus is
how
plus
you
Four hit
6.
points revitalized.
A definition of extremely is different to mine.
I can also use my
Next
my
up
bonus
is our
action to do
resident
healing
police
word on her.
officer, Maxine.
So treat me like a noob here because I haven't played D&D for like 8 months.
Yeah.
How can I back away from this ogre without giving her an opportunity
Oh,
attack?
hold on, can I still use my bonus action, or did I have to do
Yes.
that first?
Yes. No, you can.
Okay. I mean, I want to use healing word as well.
Okay. You missed the splash.
Ha!
Each of those adds 3, by the way. So it's 5 and 5.
Yep. Okay. So 10 total.
So for Vince, when your target is frightened, the target in front of you is frightened, it has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within its line of sight and you're directly in front of it. So if you moved away from it, it gets an attack of an opportunity, but it does so at disadvantage. If you want
Can
to
I-
avoid that,
Can I not
entirely,
Can I not move a short distance? Can I not skulk away?
5-foot step, but you can use your action to disengage, and that means for the rest of your turn, you can move, and your movement will not cause any attacks of opportunity. But that does take your action to do so.
Okay. Well, I've got 2 actions because you've hasted me, right?
Correct. You
Yes.
Yes. That is correct.
Okay. So at the moment, this ogre is frightened. How long's a turn? 'Cause he's frightened for a whole minute, right?
Yeah, 10 turns.
Okay, so I'm just gonna leave him there. He's not a threat right now.
Yes.
Does he look like he has any
haste
ranged
action.
capabilities? Does he have like a? Doesn't have like a slingshot or anything, no?
He has a big, long chain, but you get the sense that you were the only person currently in range of it.
Okay, I'm gonna use my first action to disengage then, and I'm gonna move
Okay.
myself between the 2 opponents to our like north, and Misty. So I'm gonna put myself like go back to back with Misty. So can I point where I want to go? Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then with my second action, I am going to place both hands upon my maul, and I'm going to maul the shit out of that Rakdos bastard.
Okay.
So I'm going to... I think I can also... I can Hunter's Mark as a bonus action. So I
Yep.
believe, let me just double check.
You have one of those, yes.
But I'm just... Oh, the thing is a spell though, isn't it? So I can't Hunter's Mark.
You can.
Oh yeah, so I Hunter's Mark it.
Yep.
And you only get one bonus action a turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. So with my Hunter's Mark, I'm then going to slap it with my maul. Here we go.
Right now.
So... Don't fail me now. 16, does that hit?
Yes. 10 points of damage.
And then plus the Hunter's Mark damage, right?
Yes, D6.
I should also check this off as a first level spell. And I can I roll it off of there? Yeah, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
One more point of damage. Let's see. So after you hit with your thing, it is their turn to move. So you smash this berserker with your maul. It is going to give.
And
one.
after I make contact with my maul, I shout, "Are you not entertained?" while thrusting my arms in the air at the circus.
Make a performance check.
Oh, I'm mildly charismatic for some bizarre reason.
You are a paladin. Good. It's 15. You did it. Okay. The berserker is going to attack you because you're standing directly in front of it.
Yes.
Does a 19 hit you?
Well, yes. That's
So you take 15 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay, sure.
The performer. Let's see if that's how I wanted to roll at all.
2, 3, 2.
I'm going to roll d6.
I'm still 27 out of 49, so we're good. We're good.
The
Must just
performer
be.
is going to use her turn to come over here and try to perform. To try to get the crowd back on her side, because it's definitely getting away from. Okay. The other berserker is going to swing on to the druid.
Which druid?
Me, I
One in
think.
front of her. You take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
What's your HP total at the moment?
16.
And
Okay.
the
Or
ogre-
rather, I'm at 16 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ogre is going to stand around but really sad and scared. He's going to just cry. He's crying over there. Sad.
Aww.
And then it is our
I'm making eye contact gesture with him like this. Like, stay there. You stay right there, young man.
literally cannot move. He is just standing there, and it is now our Simic druid's turn.
Alrighty. So I see. Correct me if I'm wrong. Those two Rakdos people, they're not close to anyone here, right?
No, they are that distance away. They are like 15 feet away and 20 feet away.
Alrighty. I think I have a plan.
Gabby, you need to check your armor on your character sheet. Nairbly in chat is saying you don't have your armor equipped, so your armor might be low. We also both need to bear in mind we got a bonus from the haste. We got +2.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
The last hit did hit me, chat. I've got an AC of 19 and DM rolled 19. Rolled 19. But thank
that
you, chat.
explains why my AC is so low. I should not be so low. I'll take a look. Okay.
Well, you
So middle of the circus, she just puts her armor on, going, "Sorry guys."
Yeah, I'm just like, sorry. Wait a second. Let me. No, druids don't get really good armor. They do get.
You do have better.
They don't really wear like metallic armor that much.
Your AC
But
has
anyway,
gone from,
we
she
do have
dons
a.
a fish hood.
it's up to 15 now, but he rolled a 21. That was still gonna hit.
Okay, let me.
Oof.
I'll manually change
I
it.
fixed it. I fixed it.
Oh, did you on D&D Beyond or?
Yes, I didn't need it.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna try to cast Call Lightning on the squad that is over there, separate from
Okay.
everybody.
Will this work inside a tent?
Yeah, this
That's
is big. It's just at the 100-foot ceiling. This definitely does.
I think
Okay.
so. It's 120
Yeah.
120 foot radius. So can
Yeah.
I do it so that it's right outside of the radius of our goblin friend?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Let me.
Yeah, so a big storm cloud begins to form in this tent, and everyone's a gasp comes from the crowd. This is not a usual sight here.
This spell is fucking sweet.
So they need to make dexterity saves.
DC 15 is not too shabby.
No, these guys are not particularly dexterous.
Miss.
He rolled a 0, so he will definitely take the full damage. And then the other person She is bitten. She saves. She takes half though, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let me look.
She dodges deftly on her ball.
Yeah, on a failed save, half as much damage in a successful one.
Okay, so as this lightning crashes down onto these two, the screen freeze frame. We roll back a few hours earlier to the four of you looking less battle worn, standing in an office of a portly human, brown hair, big mustache, sitting behind a desk. You are in a ungilded consortium's office. And he's like, "Good to see you all here. I presume your organization sent their best to complete this task. The peace between guilds is at its weakest point, and we believe someone means to shatter it. We guildless merchants and workers have a vested interest in keeping this peace, even if you guilds all seem to enjoy your conflicts. If someone out there is looking to plunge Ravnica into total war, we mean to stop it. However, we are unsure exactly of the nature of this plot, but we do know it involves a device built by an Izzet engineer," and he eyeballs the goblin in the room. "Unfortunately, even with your friend's help, a daytime incursion into a League laboratory could cause more trouble than we are even trying to prevent. However, we have word this particular engineer enjoys a good Rakdos blood circus. You'll be looking for a white-haired human, a bit long in the years, erratic from one too many shocks," and again he side-eyes the goblin. "His name is Emmett Umber. I trust you'll be able to locate him. Start there, and when you are finished with your investigation, bring me whatever evidence you may have found. Any questions before you leave?"
How much are we getting paid?
He reaches under his desk and he pulls out 4 sacks of gold. He's like, "Enough that'll be worth your time."
Do these look like heavy?
You're an adventurer, so yeah, you can just presume it has around 200 gold in it.
Maxine leans forward and slams her fist on the table and says, "Who thought to invent an Izzet engineer to go pick up another Izzet engineer? They're all coy. They all look after their own. Whose idea was this?" And I point to Zed, or whatever his name is, with a thumb, a flippant thumb.
He tells you, "We put out a general call. Your guilds are the ones that answered. Apparently the Izzet don't want any bad blood between them and the other guilds right now anyway. As much as they can avoid always blowing things up and experiments gone wrong, but, you know, we take what we can get."
If the Golgari swarm wants peace, then I, Raise Bones, want peace. I'm in.
Maxine responds as, "Sorry, raise bones."
He tells you, he shoots you a look, and he's on the nose there, swarm shaman. And your little mushrooms are kind of off-putting to him, but
We're not judging your name, Max Justice. There is no
I
justice
stare
in this
blankly.
world.
"I see you've heard of me. My reputation does precede me."
this
Wait,
guy,
so are we a squad that's been... Were we hired as a squad?
the consortium put out a call to the guilds they put out the word out, I guess the best way to put it.
Okay.
And the ones who responded were the 4 of you.
They picked me? Out of all the biomancers they could have ever picked, they picked me?
Yes.
These fools!
Maybe they need to...
I'm in! This is my opportunity to prove myself!
Yeah, as you look
Is it
around and you see
explosion things? Like
Yeah.
they're sending the Expendables. That's what this team is.
Yeah, as you look around, you see a grizzled veteran, a cast-off goblin, yourself, and the Golgari spore shaman. You may or may not get the idea in your head about what the guilds thought of this request.
I mean, I've been on a lot of suicide missions so far, so I'm all in. This sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
I barely get to work with the other guilds, so it's gonna be fun to see what different ways everybody explodes.
See, some of you have positive attitudes about your suicide mission.
This is the perfect opportunity to prove to my guild that I am worthy!
Yeah.
Just don't get in my way.
So we finish up with this conversation, and we tunnel back, and we follow you through the Transguild Promenade off to the side. We see you enter this Rakdos circus. And as you were about to head up to the stands where you're to look for this scientist, engineer, you make a wrong turn and you head out to the floor. And we see the ringmaster shuttle you through, and you follow out, and you are presented to this audience. And we fast forward a bit, and we catch back up to where we are at the top of the year with Experiment Z90.
Oh, yes. All right. So it seems like my friends are doing a little bit better, but there's still some Rakdos cultists that we have to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Burning Hands on hopefully the two cultists that are kind of to the left of me.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of shift over to try and get them both in my range. And I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay. So they need to make their decks.
Oh, not that's the wrong button. Here we go.
Oops.
That's the one. So they have to do a dexterity saving throw, and they'll take 12 if they fail, or 6.
So the performer failed. Let's see if the brute can do better than a 0. He did, but not enough. They both take 12.
Nice.
And then I'm going to disengage, and then use the rest of my movement to back away from them.
Like over here?
If I can make that far, yeah.
That's really far. What?
Sweet.
You're over
He's
there
not-
with like.
He's
jet
not backing into the
propellers, like-
thundercloud, is he?
Yeah, each square is 5 feet, so you can go 4 feet.
But he's not backing into the radius of the thundercloud, is he?
No, the thundercloud was over by the surrounding the chain brute. I mean, you guys are all underneath the thundercloud. It just only shocks in where she chooses.
Oh.
Yeah, the thundercloud is like encompassing 100-foot area above you. It just she chooses where lightning comes down.
Oh, okay.
Next up is our Spore Shaman, Raise Bones.
Which of the enemies is looking the most worn down, the most damaged?
The two who got hit by lightning and then flaming hands. The performer and the brute.
Okay, I would like to moonbeam the brute.
Is the brute the ogre, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I just roll a
Moonbeam,
1d10?
Correct me if I'm wrong, has a 10 by 10 cube.
5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Yeah, 5-foot radius. So it is a 10-foot circle. You can hit both of them.
Hell yeah. I would like to do that.
Nice.
Okay. They need to. What is the damage on your spell?
They need to make a Constitution saving throw, and they take 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, so the performer, she rolled a 9, so she's taking full damage. Big ogre man, he rolled a 5. He will also be taking full damage. So roll your 2d10, 15 damage. Okay.
Feels good.
Okay.
Feels very moonly.
So as this beam of moon energy pierces through the top of the tent and through the storm cloud itself, the performer is melted, leaving only behind her ball. The ogre, however, he is still standing, but he is now singed in multiple ways. He's got a moon
Nice.
burn and a flame burn and electrical burn. So having a
Yeah,
good day.
didn't it also have a call lightning burn?
Yeah, he's still.
It's
also
just like going up
shuddering.
in flames like this.
Shuddering in fear as well.
Raise Bones, make a performance check with advantage because you just killed something. Just make it twice. It's not a good one. Do better.
Your performance is adequate.
As you just, you cast this tremendous moonbeam, but you did it in the most unsatisfying way possible, just raising a finger and melting these
Is the crowd booing?
No, something still died, so they're still pretty excited, and you guys are still up on the performance successes. So on the 20 initiative, you see circling this ring were fire pots that were like blowing off pyrotechnics and stuff. Some of them tilt inward and begin launching flames into the arena. However, since you guys are up on them and performances, they are going to attack the enemies. They all need to make dexterity saving throws. Okay, failed. Okay, so
Advanced Rakdos targeting computer.
that guy failed. You clearly see that they are not Rakdos made.
Maxine sighs and under her breath, she's like, "What the fucking is it?"
They take 5 points of damage. All of them. Well, not all of them. Some of them saved. One of them saved. There we are.
Wait, do I recognize these as contraptions?
Very clearly.
Do I know how they work?
Probably could figure it out. They are contraptions.
It makes some notes not right afterwards.
Do we think these contraptions are going to be bad for us? Like, could we dispel them maybe?
They'd probably be bad for you if you were not pleasing the crowd.
All right. You all need to step up your performance, okay? We need to get them real excited.
Hey, don't look at me. It's just the mushroom boy over there, like
This Maxine
farting his performance into. Is it my arm up? Okay.
Yeah, you
so
are up.
the ones straight in front of me that I'd walloped last turn. How injured do they look?
It's hard to tell. They don't look particularly damaged at the moment. But they also are like blood raging, so they don't seem to be shaking off anything.
Okay, I'm gonna do my first action. I'm gonna simply attack them again with my Hunter's Mark still on, obviously.
Okay.
So I am going to hit my attack.
You get an extra attack.
I'm gonna do my. Oh, I attacked twice per turn. I didn't do that last time. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and that
probably
one.
a problem. So I missed my first attack. So my second attack for the turn.
That one does hit.
Okay,
So-
and I'll roll additional d6, right?
Yep.
Can I do /RD6 for ease? There we go. It's
Okay.
10 points. Are
Yeah,
they
one-
still standing?
You can your weapon attack because you're hasted.
Yeah, you do have one
Yes,
more
but I don't know if I want to just attack with it. It feels. Okay, no, I will. We can clear these out without like using up all our spell slots for the day, right?
Hopefully. It's up to you though. That definitely is.
Tomer, you sound a little robotic, but it's usually just when you first start your sentences. Do you know what might be causing that? Is that a thing you can fix? I'm just curious.
I'll see if I can.
And that is now he's definitely beginning to look a little worn down.
But I cannot hurt him any further.
No. He is going to attempt to hurt you though. And he is going to do it recklessly now that he is very
Do I get to perform considering I just like sliced and diced 3
Sure.
times with my
Yeah,
my
that was
axie hammer?
impressive. That was an impressive attack with your mega speed.
If only I'd hit the 3rd time. Damn it. Maxine dabs.
The crowd boos.
What?
Well, I
Maxine,
mean,
why?
so here's the logic, right? If Maxine had rolled high, Maxine would have done something that was genuinely good, but she rolled badly, so she was like, well, she doesn't even dab normally, but she assumed the Rakdos are into this like childish nonsense. So she's like, well, let's appease these kids. She attempts to dab.
She's
And
trying to appease the youths by dabbing.
That berserker, he lets out a huge roar and he swings at his axe and hits you for 9 points of slashing damage.
Does it hit me? Is it?
Yeah, no, he has advantage. He's attacking recklessly. So the 22 is the second roll.
Oh.
So now
okay.
all attacks against him have advantage now as well, as he is off balance by charging into you.
When he roars, Maxine replies by shouting, "Looks like he doesn't like dabbing either."
The other one is going to continue his assault against the druid.
Stupid.
He rolled for 5 points of damage.
5.
5, yes.
Okay.
Glancing blow. His attack was not as impressed. The dab threw him off too. And the ogre gets to make a saving throw because he got hurt. His wisdom is pathetic. Oh, but he rolled a natural 20. So next turn he will get to act, but he is looking very, very close to dead. With his many burns.
Who's up before the ogre?
Many of you, because it is now all of you actually, because it is now.
Oh,
There's
Our
only
druid's
2
turn.
left, I think.
There's the ogre and the 2 brutes, the 2 berserkers, excuse me. And
Wait,
we
there's
are-
another. Oh, I see the other berserker. I thought that was one of the party.
No.
you've got a berserker in your face, a berserker in my face, and then the
Yeah.
big boy.
And
Maxine
it is-
shouts out that looks like the big boy's ready to party, just to make sure that we're aware that.
He is broken away from his fear of cops, and it is Misty's turn.
Oof. All right. God, this is such a weak sauce spell. What life are we at, squad? Is anyone here doing a little bit better than me?
I'm
I
doing
mean,
great.
I'm on 18 out of 49. I've faced.
I'm completely untouched.
You're completely untouched?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't you just like keep on focusing the lightning? Isn't that sweet?
I think so. The ogre is still.
You are hasted too, so I believe you can cast a spell and use your.
Oh,
card
you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I have a plan. Yeah, let's. I believe I can just keep working on the call lightning because the ogre's still in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll call lightning on the ogre, and I turn to the crowd and I say, "Are you not entertained?"
That's a
Boom.
dex save, right? Yeah. He failed. God, he takes 18 points
Nice.
of lightning damage. He might be dead. That might be the end of the ogre.
Schrodinger's ogre.
In fact, that is exactly his remaining hit points.
Is the crowd excited?
Make a performance check with advantage because you just melted this guy.
Wow, my
Oh,
performance
they
is
are-
great.
They
I go.
are roaring as this ogre is struck down and his chains begin to like melt and slag into him as he's struck by this lightning. And he is
Nice.
definitely dead.
So for my second action, I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Okay.
Don't judge. Don't judge my Goodberry.
This is less impressive as the lightning.
What?
Nice.
Oh my gosh, why?
What?
The
I didn't
important
realize.
Like healing.
I didn't know.
is not a particularly good healing spell.
I didn't realize that fifth ed Goodberry just did that. I thought because didn't old school Goodberry like second ed give you berries to give around, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has like 4 or 5 of them.
I think it gives you. Hold on.
That is not
Oh.
a particularly good combat spell. You might want to just call lightning again. Because
Should I just do that? What? I'm gonna hurt us, right?
You can position it so it doesn't
All
hurt
right,
you.
all right, all right, all right. I take it back. I'm not
So
Goodberry.
Yeah.
what would Goodberry have done there?
You can only
Created
attack
what
with a
berry?
weapon, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object with the
Oh, you
haste.
can't actually. Oh, so you need to make an attack roll then.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
just-
well, I
you just
actually
try to
still
slice
have my
this guy.
flame blade, so I can just take out
Yeah.
my flame blade and go like.
Correct.
And 1 sec. Let me get this call. There you go.
That hits. 14 points of damage as you slash this thug with fire after
Ow.
having melted his friend. We are back at the top of the order for Z.
Did he
Alright.
wait? Did he die?
No.
Not yet. Okay, I hope he doesn't kill me. I'm going down in this turn.
Okay, I just yell out "Wee!" as I fire a firebolt at the injured-looking thug in front of Misty.
Okay.
I go
That certainly hits.
17 damage.
Yeah. Firebolt pierces him, blasts in his face. Raise bones.
Can I move the? There's only one left, right?
2.
Okay.
One next to
Well,
your druid and one next to your paladin.
okay. Can I move the moonbeam to hit the one next to our druid and not hit any of our
Yes.
companions? I'd like to do that.
You said it was a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
He 15 is your save. You might have failed.
Oh, I literally have Cure Wounds. That's just strictly better than Goodberry. I just.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
Good berries for jamming down someone's throat when they're dying.
Yeah.
Goodberry's not like a spell slot. Not spell slot. A memorized spell you've used up, is it? Or is it like a cantrip?
It's not a cantrip. It's a level 1 spell. But it does give you berries that you can split up however you want, and they last for like a day.
You
So you could throw them at someone and be like, eat 2 berries and then take your action.
That one is looking very, very sad. The one next to Misty. They are both very close to dead. And
17 on a 2d10 is not a bad roll. I would
No,
just
you
like
did- you
to
did-
get out of character for a second and brag about that.
you did as much moon damage as you can really expect. Maxine.
Right. I'm gonna smash. I've got 2 actions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm still hasted.
Your first
So-
attack against this guy, or your attack against the guy next to you is advantage.
Oh, that's the wrong item. Sorry, I hit crossbow somehow. I don't know
You
how I've
don't
done
shoot your
that.
crossbow.
No, not a point blank range. Changing weapons is bad. Where's the more? There we go. That's better.
You
Not
roll a
crossbow.
d20 to see if you crit. advantage.
Oh, of course I do. Pow.
Okay, you did not crit, so you just hit for 12 damage. He's still alive, barely.
Okay, so that was my first attack of the
Yep,
turn.
that
So I'm
was
going to
your
attack
first attack.
again.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, hang on. I didn't roll Hunter's Mark for the first one.
Oh, true.
D6. So I did 2 damage.
He is still
with the
alive.
first one. Okay, and then second hit hits for 5 plus
Yeah,
another.
we'll see if you crit. Roll again to see if you crit.
Oh yeah, of course, advantage.
No, so 5 plus
Oh, no.
your.
D6. Oof.
Nice.
Okay, he is. With that hit, you put him down.
Okay, so that's my 2
Thanks,
attacks per
thanks
turn.
to
Then
your
for
hunter
my
mark.
for my hasted action, can I turn and crossbow bolt the one that's on the other side of me?
You could walk up to him and mash him with your maul if you wanted to.
But it would look more stylish if I shoot him with a crossbow.
It would look more stylish. Would you like to shoot him with the crossbow?
Yeah.
Get it?
I mean, Maxine might be all like hard as nails and attitude problem, but they. Oh, my bonus action, I can mark them, right?
Yes. You can
Yeah.
move
So
him
bonus action and then fire my
Oh
bolt.
shit! What up?
Okay.
And then
17
Hunter's
does
Mark.
hit. So 10 points of damage.
Do they go
And
down?
You kill both of them.
Yeah, and then Maxine, she breaks her stoicism for a second, fist pumps the air and shouts, "Fuck yeah!"
The crowd is roaring. I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
We're about to get showered with
Wow, I'm gonna get debated.
offal.
Showered praise, right? These are all roses. We're doing a dexterity saving throw to stop to dodge roses.
I'm gonna die.
We're fine.
I rolled a 9. Are we fine?
I rolled a 1, however. So you all take 1 point of damage as the fire pots blast over the arena one last time to celebrate the end of the bout. Now make perception checks, please.
Ooh, 27.
Okay, everybody
Wow.
but Raise Bones. Raise Bones is too busy looking at all the corpses, trying to figure out how to turn them into food. You all see the white-haired engineer pour up in the stands, like happily clapping along to this carnage.
Ooh.
And he doesn't seem to be moving from his seat. And the ringmaster comes and like kind of shuffles you guys away as he prepares the group for the next bout. He's announcing some Rakdos cacklers are about to come out and
How far
entertain.
away is the white-haired engineering dude?
probably 100 feet or so. When you close the gap, he's not moving. He's just sitting in his chair waiting for the next. event.
So could I ignore the ringleader completely, walk towards the engineer, and attempt to cast command at him to get him to
Sure.
freeze on the spot?
Sure.
Okay, so I ignore the ringleader. I literally like hand to face, stride across the ring, I point at the engineer, and I cast command. So from 60 feet away, I'll cast the thing. So I cast this. So they have to
a
do...
wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah, and I'm shouting freeze.
He is clapping along, and you shout freeze, and he just stops.
Sweet, and I'm like, there he is. Let's go get him. Because he's how long is he frozen for? How is it?
A round,
Oh fuck, that's only like how long is that?
6 seconds. You
6
are still hasted,
seconds.
so you could probably run up.
Hey, 18, what are we supposed to... Are we
You have
supposed to
golden
capture
movement
him? Are we supposed to kill him? What are we
You were
doing,
supposed to
18?
talk to him. You were looking for.
Yeah,
him.
I'm
So
like,
you-
Maxine, be nice.
We're here to collect the evidence.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's-
haste up there and arrest him. Like that's just how it is, right?
Don't we want him to be cooperative? I don't think he's gonna be very excited about the fact that we just cast a spell on him.
I just like
Well, I did-
hobble over and I'm like, Maxine, be nice. All right, let's just.
I am
Well,
being nice.
yeah.
I haven't shot him.
Okay, we apologize for our friend Maxine. He
Yes, your paladin shoots up.
loves to jump into the action. We just need to talk to you.
So
for a minute.
I'm gonna restrain him so we can take him somewhere quiet, right?
Yeah,
Okay, well, is that what we're doing? Are we taking him from the...
Well, when you run up to him, he's like just freezes already on his own. He's like, "You guys did a great show. What's the problem?"
We're gonna just...
Do I have time for an action before I leave the pit?
Sure.
Real quick. Okay,
Yeah.
I would like to animate dead one of the troll. So I have a skeleton troll to follow me around and do my bidding.
So, so me, Z, and Misty are like sorting out the objective, and Caleb's just picking around in the dirt.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Picking around the bones.
Okay, I'll have to get you a skeleton token. I can do that.
Awesome, sweet. Back to the whatever else we were doing.
The mission, the one we have to try.
Yeah, you have.
I'm starting to get a feeling for who else was recruited onto this mission.
So he froze of his own volition, right?
Well, he froze because you told him to freeze.
And then when we approached him and the command wears off,
he's already frozen and he's kind of terrified.
Okay, so we need to take him somewhere quiet away from this audience so we can question him, don't we? What was our exact mission? Was it?
What do we have to question him about? Does anybody on this mission know what we're doing?
He's the one connection you have to this plot that there was rumors about. He was tasked to create a device. And that's his specialty.
Let's take him. Let's take him to a quiet place.
So I point at him and say, "You're coming with me," and the goblin and the.
And he's just, I'm coming with you. I don't want any trouble.
Right, so we need to find a spare back room, like a dressing room or something, right?
Yeah. Do I know anything about the Izzet engineer since I'm part of the same guild?
Make a history check.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a 19.
You know that Engineer Emmett Umber specializes in making throwers and dispersers. Things like the fire pots you saw down there earlier, Mizium mortars, stuff of that nature, like things that would just expel fire or gas.
Okay, so I say, hey, Emmett, I'm a big fan. Those fire pots, really, really effective. That's actually my field of study too, you know?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to chat. I wanted to say good job. I think there's some things I can
kind of terrified,
do,
a little more less shaky, and he's like looks at you, he's a little happy. He's like, "Yeah, those fire pots in the bout, those are my design."
What if though it shot lightning?
A little more prone to explosion, but I like your ideas.
Exactly, more
like,
prone to explosion. We just have
like
to just chat. We just have to just chat about some stuff, you know, away from the crowds.
So we take him off the crowd, we find the nearest dressing room, we shoo out the Rakdos dancers and be like, "Look, we need 5 minutes." And I show the Azorius signet as if anyone would care. Like, no one really cares. But I believe it, like, people care. So I'm like, come on, give us some time. Are we tying him up or not? Because Maxime wants to tie him up.
No, we're not tying him up. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to scare him. We need him to talk.
He is willingly following you.
Maxine suggests we tie him up. When you all say no, she's like, "Oh, God damn it."
Maxine, you need to relax for one moment. Let us talk to our friend. What's his name? What's his name? Emmett?
Emmett Umber, yeah.
Okay. Hey, Emmett, so I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about this experiment you're working on. I've heard a lot of great things about it.
Well, my most recent work was commissioned, and it was to make a thrower for, and he looks at Ray's bones. He's like, "One of you came and talked to me about it. She wanted something that could spread spores more efficiently."
One of you? What's that supposed to mean?
The Golgari?
Golgari. An Undercity elf. She was dressed like you.
Maxine punches the table to her right and shouts, "Chemical warfare! I knew it! I knew it!"
Well, it wasn't just her though that came, which was the weird thing.
Who else approached you?
She was with a friend. And
Who's the friend?
Her friend was a Selesnian priestess.
Priestess?
They wanted something to throw spore or seed.
Oh wow, the truth is out there.
Yeah, they that's what they were looking for. It was unusual that they'd come together. Actually, it was unusual they'd come at all to one of us, but they just wanted something. They said it was going to be better farming. They could spread spore and seed.
Better farming? Wait, Emmett, did you just take this for their word? Did you just believe everything they said?
I got to make a cool machine.
Yeah, did they pay you? Did they pay you well?
Does it even shoot fire? I don't understand the purpose of this.
I took one of my fire machines and I made it shoot whatever they wanted, whatever you loaded into it. It's very efficient.
Did you already give them this weapon?
I gave them the designs.
Oh, so they don't have it. Why would you make this for them without even asking what they're gonna use it for?
Can I lean in and stare him down?
He kind of shoots a look at the goblin. And he's like, "Ask what we create because people ask whatever we need. We don't there's no thought about what goes on next.
Can I
It's
just
true.
lean in? Can I
But with
lean in
at
and
least
make
an
eye contact with
awesome
him? And try
contraption,
and
That's what counts.
can I try and do an insight check to see if he's being completely honest and give us
Sure.
all the information that he can?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He does not seem to contain very much guile.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
He seems
How
pretty on the
long?
level.
How long ago did you give them the blueprints for this?
Yesterday?
And are they gonna build the weapon themselves, or do you know if they have?
Something about a weapon.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. The spore thrower.
Yeah, no, it was. They were going to manufacture them, which seemed odd, but you know, who am I to ask? They asked me to design something, and I did it because it's fun. It's my job. I'm an engineer.
The thrower is
Sure.
evil. It spreads seed. No, how do we contact these people? How do we get a hold of them? How did you get a hold of them?
Well, they approached me. I'm pretty well known in the non-Izzet circles, being that I enjoy the Blood Circus and talking to other guild people. They have interesting ideas for more things. But they were in District 8. The Golgari lady, her name was what was her name? Corella, I believe. She
Cruella DeVille?
She was responsible
like
for the
her.
rod farm underneath District 8, and her friend, I didn't catch her name, but she was working on the rubble belt outside of District 8 as well. I believe the Selesnians were looking to set up a new conclave there.
And they needed the machine to set up their conclave.
It would go faster if they could spread the seedlings faster.
You've been
Do
bamboozled,
you-
my friend. You've believed someone's lies. Where did you deliver the blueprint to?
The elf they met me together, but I believe I handed it to the elf, the Selesnian.
Did you make any copies of the blueprints that
No,
we could see?
no, I just made the one.
Hmm.
I could give you the information if you needed it to. It's my creation.
Yeah, I'd like to
Can
have
you,
it.
Can you tell us what it just does? Is it literally just shoot spores? Can it be repurposed for anything else?
Well, I suppose I mean, I repurposed it from the flamethrowers and a Mizium mortar, so you could put anything in it, I guess.
Huh.
Any gas.
A man cannon. For firing men.
A T-shirt
Smart.
cannon.
Any
FYI, Maxine's intelligence score is 9. So
yeah, you
she's
Azorius
not
lack the proper
not the
forethought.
brightest spot.
If you crammed a man into it, he would come out, but aerosoled.
Yeah, I would
Huh.
love a blueprint of it. Maybe I can figure out how to, in case of emergency, maybe shut it down if it has any sort of kill switch or anything like that. That would be useful information.
Or we could build our own and sell them.
Yes. And
I
we can
turn
add
to-
explosives to them, and it shoots lightning instead of spores. What do you think?
I turn to Razzie Boone.
Lightning and spores.
And men. I turn to Razzie Bones and I say, look, do you know of any Cruella DeVille that works in District 8? Like, you're Golgari, right? Surely in your circles?
I'm not that high up. I go where I'm needed, and I do what they need me to do.
You can make a history check if you wanted to.
I choose not to do a history check.
It's
yeah, you've never heard of her.
something.
You don't care much about District 8.
Raised Bones, do you have any idea what the Golgari might want a machine like this for?
I mean, we love spreading spores, so the intended purpose
Clearly.
has me very tickled, very
Yeah, the
very
spores
hot
are
and
currently
bothered.
Covering Ray's bones all tingled as you asked the question.
Maxine raises an eyebrow and says, how convenient that you don't know. Do you have any informants? Any people, other co-workers or colleagues that might be able to glean us some insights so we can figure out where this Cruella is so we can question her?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that recently. In
But
District
surely,
8?
so Rob, could Caleb's background give him some sort of informant and
Is his
contact?
background in the Golgariness?
It
The
sounds,
Golgarianus,
it sounds
yes.
like it is, or we're about to find out he's an imposter. He's actually a Boros Legion loyalist, pretending.
Mere
Just
spy.
cosplaying. He's just cosplaying.
Yeah, what was your background, Kayla? Golgari agent. Yeah, you would know exactly. You know exactly how to get to where this rock farm is, the district head.
Convenient.
All right, Raised Bones, can you help us out here on the mission?
Should we just head there then?
Before we
If I
go,
know-
let's do some short resty poos.
Sure, but I want to tell. What was it, Humbert?
Emmett Umber.
Sure, Emin. Those notes. Do you have a kill switch on it? Perhaps.
He leans into you and whispers. He's like, "It's an is-it device. Just knock it really hard."
That's true. That's true. I like how you think, Emmett. I like how you.
Maxine sees you whispering to each other. And she's like, "Whoa, what? How does
I just
short
like
resting?
whisper, explosions, whisper, boom.
How do we take short rests? Because like I said, I haven't played in a while. Does it? How do we heal from short rests?
You roll a hit die. You all have 5. It's 1 per level. You roll a hit die and add your Constitution modifier, and you heal for that much.
Oh, I'm fine.
Where
Sick.
can we do that from D&D Beyond?
Yeah, there's a button for short rest actually up on the
Is
top.
there?
Oh,
Yeah.
there is.
How
I see.
convenient is this, you guys?
Yeah, and there is a
This is
roll
amazing.
Beyond.
Do our spell slots refresh, or is that only after a long rest?
Long
None of-
rest.
Long
none of
rest
you have-
usually.
None of you have short rest spell slot.
Are we pressed for time right now? Do we want to take a long rest or
I'd prefer a long rest.
how,
Yeah, I
if it's,
prefer
if
a
it's all
long
the
rest.
same.
I used a lot of spells in that
how
fight.
urgent was it when we're speaking to the guildless? person
Clearly
who
not
sent on his
that
mission? Was
urgent
he like,
because they chose us as the team to go on this
He-
mission.
You got the sense you probably
also-
have a couple days.
We also
Okay.
found this guy really fast. We were super good at that. And
Yeah,
and he said that like they just got the plans like yesterday from him, and they have to like build
Yeah.
the thing. I think we have plenty of time.
Okay.
Alright,
let's
Like
do a
an
long
excess
rest.
I
of
got a
time.
couple Xenos we could like find an inn, to rest at for a little bit, and then just head off to the district, the rock
So
farm.
we head to an inn.
Yeah,
But
let's
you
go
wanna
start
just-
some trouble.
You want to sleep?
We're not going
in,
to sleep
like,
here, are we? In the
the
changing
Rakdos
rooms.
tent? I just feel like we're just gonna be murdered in our sleep if we stay here, or like we
We-
go
we
onto a
should-
bed and it's spikes.
We should
and it
take
just, like, kills us.
turns, right? Although I guess at an inn maybe we don't have to.
So we don't have to. So my weapon will wake us up if
Well, technically,
there's
technically it'll
danger.
wake you up, but yeah.
No, it says any party members within 30 feet. doesn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so like any of you.
It's
up,
really
yeah.
weird. It sort of eliminates that whole fearful sleeping thing you
Yeah,
get
you
in
just
D&D.
kinda
Do you-
stab
do you
your-
just,
I can
like, set it
I can
on,
have
like, an alarm
the skeletal troll watch guard too, right? That's not good.
Yeah, about that. That's kind of unnerving. It kind of smells, and why is it?
And didn't we
He's-
just kill it? Didn't we
he's my-
literally just kill this thing?
He's
The
my
skin's
friend.
gone.
He'll fight with us. He's
Well,
good.
he's incredibly burnt and charred because
He's going to be around for a while, and he's going to have friends. So get used to him.
Smells like
'cause
charred,
there'll be
rotting
more.
flesh, which reminds me of all the other experiments that came before me.
So we go to the nearest inn that allows for burnt troll husk friends. Because I'm
Pretty
assuming
clean,
some
isn't
inns might have.
If I can find like a mossy ditch to sleep in while you folks sleep in the inn, I would
Yeah, there's
much
like a
prefer
combo
that.
about
Okay.
Yeah, every
Alright,
district
that's
has
cool.
many.
Let
inns.
us holla at us if you see anybody coming into the inn, because we're gonna be sleeping in beds, But you might have a better vantage point from outside.
Yeah, you find like the compost pile and just lay in it.
And a much more
Just
comfortable.
like in the alleyway beside the inn. Just like nice little damp spot.
Right. So
Also,
oh, go on. Sorry.
I was just thinking. I mean, you were kind of talking shit about my friend here. If you could apologize to Sir Skellington, then that'd be better.
Is that his
I think it would
Sir
really help the.
Skellington, I feel like you and I could be good friends. So let's put this behind us.
Hey, I was the one looking for an inn that would allow him in. I was looking for like an inclusive undead troll policy, but
Thank
So
you.
you know what? It was a
Thank
little bit
you.
off-putting, but if it's okay with all you guys, I'm okay with.
Look, it's a living, breathing skeleton. We can't just
It's
judge
not,
him.
no, it's not living. It's not living at all.
Look, it's a
very,
dead-
very
Definitely
dead.
not living.
skeleton. We can't just judge a book by its cover. What if it's helpful?
And you mentioned that
Us,
maybe
and-
it smelled bad. It definitely doesn't smell bad. The smell is coming directly from Ray's bones. This thing is clean. It's-
So I apologize to Sir Skellington about the smell.
yeah, no.
So I've took a long rest. Do we make it till morning without?
Yeah,
Assassins in
the
the night?
city is safe.
I'm gonna take a quick break to go grab some water while our characters are resting. I'll be back in less than a minute.
Cool. Hit your long rest buttons.
I think next fight we have, we should establish whether we're planning to, whether we're urgent or not. Because I was holding back on casting level 2 spells because I didn't want to like spunk it all in the first fight, if that makes sense. And now we've just rested, so I'm like, oh, I could have done more damage.
Yeah, but we also didn't know that we were going to be able to rest immediately after that. Like,
Probably,
Yeah, that is true.
this
You know
is
what I mean? It's-
probably a longer day.
yeah, it's not always clear when you're gonna be in a fight and then the next thing you do is gonna rest. Like, a
Yeah,
lot of times.
I completely understand. Use all my level 2 abilities in the next fight. I get it. I understand.
I would imagine this.
Loud
You're
and
like, all right, I'm not holding back. Single
It's just like,
spell.
it's just, what do you think Maxine would do in that situation? If she feels like she's super threatened, she'll
ready to
it all up. Or maybe somebody insulted her. I don't know.
Maybe there's an Is-It Goblin being
Returned.
Whisper.
All right, I think that this is. What is this machine? Why do we think this machine has been commissioned by the?
chemical warfare.
Is that what we think is going on? Do you
I mean,
think the
if it-
Golgari and the Selesnya have a secret alliance to take over every other guild? And do you think that Ray's Bones is holding that from us because he doesn't want us to find out?
I mean, I bet he's not privy to the
Specifically
information.
response.
And also, it may not be the guilds themselves. It might be like, rogue factions.
Within the guilds, you think?
Yeah, like Maxine points out, like all the trouble she's had with the Is It in the past have been with like renegades and people not
Yeah,
necessarily
especially
carrying the
Maxine
corporate
would be
line.
aware of that rogue factions come up all the time in all of the guilds. People with power and advancement.
I think we should just tweak whatever this thing is so it shoots out lightning, and then we'll be fine.
And then we can also put people into it and propel them through the air.
Exactly, and they're gonna be on fire. It's gonna be great. I wonder how far we can shoot a person out of it.
When we find
If
him,
we do a
Maxine's
couple
like,
tweets.
I'm going in. I'm climbing in.
I think the people who commissioned this machine would be very upset if you then repurposed this into a flamethrower to then burn all the seeds that they were presumably planting with it.
But isn't that our duty is to stop whatever they want to do? So then
Is
it's
there
a
a chance
win-win.
that
I
they're
win.
just, trying to build a machine to have better farming? Is there a chance we're just completely sabotaging like
Well,
poor
that's
farmers'
true,
land?
but what?
We're supposed to
why-
collect the machine and collect the evidence, and that's
Hang
pretty
on a
much all we have to
second.
do.
Misty's got a point. Misty's got a point. What if the guildless are luring us on a path? What if we've been employed by the bad guys?
Yeah, have we considered that? Are we getting compensated enough to be okay? But to be hired
No,
by the bad guys?
I'm 100% not okay with that. But we need to now keep that in mind.
But does it really matter as long as we can make things explode? Right?
No, Maxine thinks it very much matters.
Would
I
your
am
Azorius
confident.
leaders have sent you on a mission if they thought that you were working for the bad guys? Do you think you're in a better spot to tell that than your overseers?
Maxine begins to chuckle and then begins laughing heavily. She believes that the bureaucracy of the Azorius Legion is holding back justice. She's like, they're fools, they're idiots. So yes, Maxine assesses every single situation on her own merits, and fuck all those stuffy old Azorius leaders, guild masters,
Senate, I think.
Senate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Razé Bones. Right.
Wait, is Raz with us again? Has he joined us?
I believe.
I
he
guess
was
we've met
looking
up with him for bagels and breakfast. We've met for coffee
Yeah.
and bagels.
We've ruled out that he's has nefarious intentions then.
I don't know who I trust less now.
Z doesn't care at all. I'm just here to.
On one hand,
stuff
Z
up.
is an Is-It mage, but on the other hand, Razé Boons didn't want to give us any info on the Golgari swarm, so you're both pretty suspect. The only person I trust here is
Really?
Misty.
He
I
did.
thought we were friends, Maxine.
Wow, is there a chance that we were secretly sent into a game of werewolf and everybody hears the wolf?
You're all here to murder each other.
All right, let's.
Are we prepared to go to the rot farm?
Yeah,
prepared to
we
travel?
took our long
Ready.
rest.
Let's go
move.
trash that what farm.
Well,
Well, wait,
I mean,
hold
okay.
on.
To say trash, sorry, I meant what's the word that rhymes with trash that isn't negative?
Thrash.
Nope.
Destroy.
Refuse.
Explode.
Have fun at.
What?
Let's go.
Yeah, and due to Ray's Bones' Golgari background, they are able to lead you very quickly through District 8 down to a viaduct. Looks like you're going through like a sewer grate that's covered in moss. But once you pierce through it and go through a small sewer tunnel, you find another doorway. And you head down, and the architecture becomes much more grandiose as you've entered now into the Golgari region, below the sewers, below the city proper, into the Undercity. Everything smells of dampness, rotting fruit, that sweet smell. Not as much as decay as you expected. Much to the dismay of Ray's Bones as well, who's still being flanked by his newfound skeleton friend. But they lead you through. You see some cruel doing some things that you're not quite sure they're doing, clicking away. And you move through, and you find yourself in another expansive open room. And you see at the far end, probably a football field's length away, a small hut and a make perception checks for me. I'll let you see what you see. Okay. Maxine doesn't see much except for Justice. But directly in front of you, flanked in this kind of underground amphitheater, I guess best way to put it. Right in front of you looks like a giant compost heap for probably 50 or 60 yards. And there appear to be people feeding it, just dumping stuff into it. You see small, colorful flowers on it, which are you find unusual. And Z and Ray's Bones see at the far end. You see what looks like a shaman tending to some glowing mushrooms and other flowers.
Ray's Bones, do you know what this is?
I move to talk to the shaman. I ignore my party member in a very non-diplomatic fashion and move to talk to my fellow Golgari shaman, who I feel more kinship with.
Okay.
Do the rest of you follow along?
Maxine, not at any pace, but begins strolling towards the hut in the distance because she's oblivious to how weird this just looks like a dirty old farm to her.
I'm going to look around for is it contraptions.
Okay.
I'll
Specifically
follow
pit.
along.
Okay, put you guys like this with the shaman in the lead. As you are moving towards this hut, you find yourself kind of glancing over at the people working this mess, this just big mound of compost, and it kind of wakes up and
Oh, snap.
just like slurps in two of the people who are working it.
Oh, it's huge.
I need you all to roll initiative, please. As this mound is now kind of looking, its tentacles are kind of looking at you guys.
Did you guys see that? Because I'm getting a turn tracker post. Oh, we're all getting that. Okay.
Yeah, we all get that. That's the same thing I was
Yeah,
saying
I think it's gonna
earlier.
assign you guys a actual token.
I'm going to yell out, Raise, is that normal?
We got a 15 on raise.
I found that asking Ray's question about the Golgari doesn't lead to very good results so far.
Okay, I'm going to guess it's...
As normal as anything else in this world.
You mean the tentacle monster thing that we're seeing? That is the normal? That's the normal thing?
Life is life, death is death.
All right. I can get behind that.
And it is.
I'm literally going to be behind it, like away from it.
It is, and you see there's a couple work in here as well. and you see.
Are those the workers?
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
they were like nearby feeding it. A couple of them got eaten. There were a few more.
Did it look like they were like eaten, as in like consumed, or did it look like it was like climb on inside? But did it look friendly and comfortable, or kind of?
It looked like the Little Shop of Horrors. It looked like she just grabbed it and put them inside of her.
I've never seen the Little Shop of Horrors. That didn't clarify much.
It didn't look like they climb inside. It looked like they were grasped by the tentacle and pulled. By
What
the
about the other workers? Are they unaffected by it? Like, are they keep on doing their thing?
They are currently stood up and not working anymore.
Okay.
And it is Braised Bones is up first. This thing is headed towards you. The big pile of garbage.
Commanding my skeleton doesn't use an action, right?
No.
I'm gonna shout at it.
Yes.
All right, I would like to send him in first.
Okay.
So how tall is the ceiling that we're in?
60 feet.
Okay, so no calling lightning. But I guess I'll moonbeam.
Okay. Your skeleton will attack first.
So
Okay.
after my moonbeam has misfired and blown out Gabby's camera,
Let's see what it does to the pile of garbage.
Oh, he said pound of. He almost named it.
The pile of garbage makes its saving throw, so it takes half damage, I believe, from your moonbeam. 7.
is that rounded up or down?
Down. Always round down.
That's a mere 7 damage.
Yes. So, skeleton missed. Your moonbeam sort of did damage. And now we are on to the experiment.
That was kind of anticlimactic.
Okay,
We waited a
yell
long
at
time for that
Raze,
roll.
Like, is this normal? What are we doing here?
See, it's sure if a moonbeam to the face is like hello and Golgari.
I thought he wanted to talk to his supervisor. Now the amount of garbage is attacking us. This is not.
It's definitely not the day you had planned.
Yeah, I just wanted an
when you had
explosion.
Gaby.
So I'm gonna help out a little bit, I guess. I'm just gonna shoot a little firebolt at it. See what's up.
That misses. Your firebolt just gets absorbed into the body of the mound of trash.
Oof, you
Okay.
missed on a 14.
Well, you know what? I'm good where I am. I'm just gonna stay here and see what's up.
Okay,
And
next.
look around for a supervisor. Is there like a supervisor, Golgari?
You see at the far end the shaman who is tending to the flowers is now kind of watching all of you.
Oh, so he's okay with this.
Maxine is up.
Do they look shocked? The people tending.
Make an insight check.
Whoa.
They don't look alive.
Oh, they're zombos. Okay.
Yeah, with your 25, not only do they not look shocked, they don't even look alive.
So they're obviously zombos. So with that insight, and looking around, does this mass seem undead as well, or yay, nay?
No, it looks to be a natural occurrence.
So we've got some sort of shambling thing.
Mm-hmm.
A shambling shell. Is that a magic card? Eating zombos. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, don't we just let it eat the zombos and we just stroll on?
Well, it's kind of aggressive to you now that you've kind of entered the feeding patch.
Wow, we done goofed.
Whose fault is that?
You've entered the feeding zone.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna crossbow and fire off the loaded shot. I can only fire this once per turn though, because I have to reload it, don't I? So,
That certainly is.
cool. Oh, sorry. I mark it before I do that because there's no
Sure.
reason not to, don't I? So,
Yeah.
roll d6.
1 more damage. Okay.
Okay. And then is it my bonus action to reload the crossbow?
I believe so, yeah.
How does that work? Because I just know the loading weapons can't be fired twice, can they?
Yeah, you get to use your loading rope. Unless you're a crossbow expert, you can use your bonus action to reload it.
So I can fire the crossbow twice with my 2 attacks, then, can I?
Yes. And then it would start next turn unloaded.
Well, we've got the rot troll to tank it, haven't we? Yeah, I'm just gonna fire from afar for now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use spells. Misty told me not to use spells.
That also hits for 12 damage.
I think its armor class is 15 because the 14 missed, but the 15 didn't. I don't want to meta game too hard here.
Hacks.
The mound is going to attack the skeleton that's standing directly in front of it. That definitely hits the skeleton, and that hits the skeleton, which the skeleton is now pulled inside of the mound.
Oh.
It just like slapped it a couple times, and then just like it ate the whole thing. And then these flowers pick up, and
Oh.
The flowers are alive too?
yeah. Can I roll this die? Oh, but that doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Alright, D3. Okay, so this one is going to shoot at the goblin. The one that's nearest the goblin is going to shoot at the goblin. But did not hit. I assume an 8 does not hit you.
You say shoot? What happened? It fired stuff at them.
Fire flowers at me?
It shot like a tendril. like a thorny vine pierced off of it.
Okay.
And it did not hit you, though. And then this one is going to move closer. It's just kind of like shambling flower. But it going to... I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, or raise.
Caleb, you alive?
16.
Yeah, I'm here.
You dodge. This thing like kind of like shot a ball of sap at you, and you dodged out of the way, so you do not get hit by it.
Can you are you like a necro druid? Raise bones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Could you like take control of these zombo workers and?
Yeah, and you see the workers just kind of like move a little bit away from you guys.
As Maxine asks, can you
I-
take control of them? They wander off into the distance.
They don't move that
No, I can only control the
back
ones that I
here.
personally raise. I can raise up to 4 though, so next time we find more
Raised
bodies.
by name, raised by nature.
And it is Misty's turn.
What's our plan here, squad? Are we trying to burn this thing? Are we like trying to scare them off?
Where is their supervisor? I want to talk to their manager.
Well, if we kill
This
it,
is
we can get to
very
their manager.
unprofessional.
We could also leave the feeding area and see if they all calm down. I'm down for either.
You would
I'm
know-
very
I
laid
just
back.
feel like we're not accomplishing anything by trying to fight this thing. We don't even know what this is. Why
what
is
two,
it so mad?
what 2 things do I know?
The whole room is its feeding area, and killing it isn't that bad as far as the Golgari are concerned.
Isn't that
we should-
bad?
It's
We
not
should
that
definitely
bad.
kill it. Yeah.
Oh, we should kill it then if they think it's I.
It
But
tends
I
Max-
mean, you all could have assumed that I thought killing it wouldn't be that bad for us since I immediately instigated the attack. Clearly, I've been operating on this information the whole time.
the Golgari,
Blaze over here.
it's like anything else down here. It'll grow back.
Yeah. In that case, I think Call Lightning looks good. So if I Call Lightning...
I don't think the roof it's a 60-foot...
Oh, are we inside?
Yeah. Yeah, the roof is only like 60 feet above us. I don't think you can call lightning.
You're a druid. Make a nature check. I probably could have.
All right, let
do this
me...
as well, but-
Nature... Where's nature? There it is.
Okay. You have some sense of what this is. You've seen things like this out in the wild as well, and they don't particularly respond well to lightning. Lightning would
Can-
probably make it angry and heal it.
Interesting. Can I roll a perception check to see if I know what it's susceptible to?
You know,
Or
it doesn't-
insight, I guess.
Just from your nature check, you would know that you know that lightning is the last thing you want to hit it with.
Sure.
Does Misty know if fire hurts it?
Now with a 13.
Oh.
the-
Well,
Because
we're gonna...
Maxine might end up inside it in a minute because Maxine's not very good at range and her dex is very, very low. So I assume I'm getting grappled when I start fighting this thing. So I was just wondering if you give me a flame blade or something might be good. But I guess
Yeah, I
you
was
just
actually
don't
gonna make a flame blade for myself. I didn't know if I can give you a flame blade that I make. Let me see.
know.
It's not doesn't require a real weapon. It's like a mystical weapon.
I believe it creates a flame blade.
Yeah, it does create a flame blade. Well, I'm gonna make one for myself. So.
Okay.
And let me mark this as used. All right, and so I guess I'll run up to that flower bed, the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna slash at the flower bed with my flame blade.
That definitely hits it, and that first flower is very damaged.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not looking good. You really hurt the poor flowers. That your whole turn?
I think so. Yeah, I'm not gonna. No, yeah, it's
Top
my
of
whole
the order
turn.
is our Moonbeam Shaman.
I'm gonna hold. Well, my skeleton attacks first, right?
Your skeleton is gone.
What?
Yeah.
This is horseradish.
No.
Ray's skeleton doesn't have a lot of hit points. It's
What if
currently
he's still
dissolving inside
okay
of
inside the thing?
It died. I mean, it died.
Well, I'm gonna use my action, just like hold Moonbeam on it.
Okay. That's not your action, but you get to do that anyway. Moonbeam. Just
Oh, really?
sits there.
Can I make like a scimitar attack on one of these plants that's nearby then?
Sure. It passed its Moonbeam check, so you get to roll the half damage again. Yeah, you could either walk up to it, or with the flower over here, or the flower over by Misty.
I'll slash at a flower.
Okay.
We probably shouldn't be killing the flowers. We probably should be killing the, like, literally anything else.
No, those flowers are deadly. They shot petals at me.
It did try to kill you.
My pollen allergy, no!
Well, if we kill all the
I'm
little
deadly
piddlers, then we
allergic to
can
these.
like combine focus on the big thing. I don't know.
Caleb, you only rolled 1d10 for your Moonbeam. Okay.
Yeah, but you said it was half
Okay,
damage,
yeah, all right.
so I was just shortcutting.
Okay.
So 9 damaged.
Yeah. Scimitar, that does hit. So you take a couple hacks out of this flower bed that's looking pretty beat up as well. Wilting and sad. And it is Maxine's Justice's turn. With an unloaded crossbow. Your friends are fighting flowers.
Vince, you're muted, by the way.
Sorry, I was muted while I was typing. Do I just charge it?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Why not?
Might as well.
Okay.
I don't know, are you a coward?
What would
No,
Maxine do?
I
Well, Max
clearly
is
was. I didn't
really-
even want to fight. I didn't even want to fight the plants.
We didn't have the discussion of the shields are for cowards, so the only other object is to...
But the thing is, Maxine finds all of this just a bit like, oh, for goodness sake, this is not justice. This is a speed bump. This is an obstacle. She's gonna switch to a maul. She's gonna charge right into the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously already marked, and she's going to branding smite it.
That sounds damaging.
So,
Ooh.
So the next time you hit, it does damage.
yes. So I've used my bonus action to get my brand ready.
Okay.
My unique brand of justice, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna slap it. Here we go.
I
First
think we
attack.
lost Gabby again.
Justice has returned.
All right. So your first swing, your maul flashes with an Azorius signet, ready to branding smite this monster, and you kind of just flump it into a pile of garbage, and nothing happens.
Well.
Your second attack.
I better swing again.
Ooh.
This one better. That was much better. So yeah, this time you tight it and it lights up again, and you swing through, and this time you hit true. How much
Sick.
damage does your smite do?
So I'm gonna roll my branding smite damage. Is that an option to roll it? Yeah, there we go. So roll that. Oh my god.
Nice.
And you have your Hunter's Mark too, right? So 14 total damage.
Rolling all those high numbers tonight, kids.
You are really killing
No,
it.
you're
Knocking it out of the
getting
park.
the bad ones out of the way for
and
the big fight.
The whole thing just like flashes with Azorius signet and then collapses on it as it takes some radiant damage.
Nice.
And we are on to the experiment Z.
Okay, so there was a flower bed that attacked me, right?
Correct. Your Misty is squaring off with it.
All right. So I'm going to point a
Are you
finger at it.
focus firing the bush?
It attacked me, and also I have a good retort for it. So I'm gonna say, as I'm pointing my finger and it's lighting up with fire magic, I say roses are red, violets are blue, something, something, something. I'm gonna burn you, and then I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Really fell off there, Goblin.
I didn't realize you were moonlighting as a bard.
Got him for 6
points of
damage.
Yeah, boom, got him.
So Misty, you're standing there swinging your fire saber at this flower frond, and it gets hit with a firebolt and just ignites, and all of it just turns to ash in front of you.
Nice.
Boom.
Good
I
job.
got burned.
That thing is gone.
Maxine hears this going on behind her, and she hears the pop of a fireball, but nothing hits the thing in front of her. So she turns and she just sighs out loud. Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen, they're taking care of the important stuff.
Look, you
and
can
now-
handle the little things. I'm dealing with these vicious flowers. All right.
The unimportant things are going to attack you now. So the thing, it whips both of its tentacles right at you, Maxine. For a 9 does not hit you,
Nope.
and a 8 does not hit you. It was it felt the justice. The justice did not allow it to attack. And then I'm going to need
It's just
Raised
a
Bones
bush.
to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh shit! What up?
Oof. Nailed it.
The flower you're standing over just a bunch of spores in your face, but you being mostly spore yourself, do not fall to its poisonous.
If anything, I'm
attack.
stronger.
Yeah, no, you smell them. They smell like oranges and decay. And you love it, but you don't succumb. And then,
Can I react to that?
in what way?
With my Halo of Spores.
What does that do? Probably.
It's a reaction. Basically, I've just got like spores around me at all times, and
Yeah, you can spore this thing, sure.
yeah.
You're just gonna spore it back? Is this like a spore war? or
What,
something?
what happens when you spore the spore monster? You do
1d4 damage, which in this case is 4 damage.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Crushing those rolls right now.
It is covered in spores and decaying, but it is still kind of alive.
Ah! Who's the true spore master?
You have definitely damaged it, though. And we are back at the top. Oh, no, actually, go to Misty.
Oof. All right. So, are those Golgari caretakers of this whatever thing we're facing? Are they running away, or are
They actually have moved that far away and are just waiting at this point. They're just kind of standing there.
Should we try to attack the bigger thing, or should we go for those people who are just kind of hanging out in the corners?
The bigger thing is definitely what Misty is, or Maxine is attacking.
All right. I guess I'll go at the big thing. So, unfortunately, half my spells I think are lightning spells. I'm gonna run towards the big thing, and I'm gonna just attack it with my flame blade.
Okay.
Yeah, sick.
Okay, that hits. As your weapon strikes into this mound, you see some of the flames like wick away and don't quite strike all the way through.
Huh.
Not do full damage, but it did do damage.
Hmm.
And
This thing looks resistant to stuff.
Yeah, it was not resistant to the radiant damage of True Justice, but it has been resistant to your fire.
Did
Let's
the
see
radiant
that.
Can you
damage
say
look
that
like
out loud?
Was it more damaging? Did it look like it might have?
No, it definitely looked like the liquid, like its wet nature of being a pile of garbage, did
Right.
decay.
Oh, you'd think that my fire would be effective against a pile of garbage, but this is the world we live in.
It's wet garbage. It's like autumn leaves, not spring,
Okay.
not summer dryness. Top of the order is our Spore Shaman.
I'm gonna continue my Moonbeam,
Oh,
because why not?
Okay. Constitution saving throw. From a garbage pile. It failed this time. Do the full damage.
4 damage.
Less impressive than usual.
And then I'll make my scimitar attack. The plant's still next to me, right?
It is still alive, barely. It's hanging on. It's covered in spores and falling apart, but yeah, it's still there. It's not there anymore. You sliced through it.
Nice.
It's a couple pieces.
Try to spore me, will you?
Spore me once.
Goblin, Mr. Z.
Okay. I'm gonna move on over to it,
Okay.
to the big spore mound,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say resistance is futile as I hit it with a shocking grab. Bam.
So you do hit it, and you zap it with lightning, and it kind of raises up, like it puffs out, and you see it kind of get more energetic.
Oh, that's not good.
I think you missed the part earlier where Gabby's character.
When I attacked it with fire and it just seemed to
but-
be
No, the fire
really
wasn't
resilient.
effective. I noticed that.
The
so I was
nature
like,
check
maybe.
earlier. We had a nature check earlier, but I guess Gabby's character didn't tell the goblin.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Well-
fam.
So fire doesn't work. Lightning.
Fire
fuck
doesn't
it.
work. I have a plan. Don't worry, squad. I have a really, really good plan when it
I
comes
had a
to
lot
it.
of lightning puns lined up. That's
Next up is
okay.
the
I'm gonna
embodiment of.
disengage
Oh, yeah.
though,
Okay.
and bonus action disengage away from the pond. Yeah, there it is. All right, good.
Goblin,
Justice.
your bonus action was to flee. You coward.
I can hit it from range.
The
You guys
Justice
got this.
Striker,
You're fine.
Maxine.
Strategic distancing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. I guess I'm gonna slap it again. I don't want to use any more spells because I don't feel like we need to.
Okay.
Okay, let's go for it. Maul.
Hits.
Sweet. And take this.
Ooh.
That's better. I'm rolling
That's a
with
good
better
mark.
this time around. And then a second time round. Huh.
Hits. All right. The bits and pieces of there starting to like fall off, and it's looking a little sad.
Aww.
Less.
I'm gonna-
less,
I can sidestep 5 feet, right?
sure.
Without being. Yeah, just gonna sidestep 5 feet to make sure I'm completely within its view. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking for eyes to eye it up, but I just can't find any, I assume.
All you find is tentacles, and they're trained on you, and they're going to attack. I guess one's gonna click
Good.
it. Nope, that didn't work. Does a 19 hit you?
What? Oh, it doesn't not hit me. Yeah, it
Okay.
hits.
You take 8 points of damage as the first tentacle slaps you. And the second tentacle comes in with a 14.
No hit.
So you
It glances
deflect
off
it, you
the
deflect it
spell.
away, and you are avoid being pulled inside of this creature. And we are on Misty's turn.
All right, I got you, fam. Don't worry, this is totally gonna work. I'm gonna cast
It's not
Speak
enough-
with Plants.
What did you cast?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Let me see what kind of check you need to. Do you have to make a
You
check?
Yeah,
plants
you
with their
plants
little sentience animation communicate with you and follow simple commands. Okay.
Okay, it looks like I should be able to talk to this pile.
It just says food.
Can I go back and say, leave before we kill you badly?
And it just says, I hunger.
Well, that was useful.
That was extremely. That was a
But I
level
know-
3 spell too.
Wow. But in all honesty, at least you didn't heal it.
Now
I
we
mean-
know it's hungry, right? There's little
Oh,
things.
why don't
like
we feed
that.
it? Let's feed it. Let's feed it something.
You do say, it does say you can follow simple commands.
Yeah, can I tell it to back up?
Tell it to go after the zombies so we can move on, maybe?
Does it talk to you or talk to every? Just
Hold
you?
on, let me see. I think
Only
it's just
you.
me.
Yeah.
All right, this is my simple command for it. I back up, please. Pretty
I like
please.
the please part.
I don't know. Maybe
At least
it'll
you're
react
being
better to
polite
that.
about it.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage because you've been attacking it.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. No, that's not very persuasive.
It just says, I hunger.
I'm sorry, squad. I couldn't convince the plant. It was
I'm
Misty,
assuming-
what is a week
Try to
again?
feed it something. Give it something to eat.
I'm assuming as
Oh.
Misty
You
is
can
talking
volunteer.
to it,
Why
it's
don't
in
we
tongues.
throw the Golgari caretakers into the plant and then it'll be full?
What if that heals it?
But then maybe it won't attack us. Maybe then it'll be full.
It's just
It's
hungry,
just,
right?
It's hangry right now. Yeah.
I mean, these zombies seem a little bit too big for me to push it around, but maybe Maxine could do it.
Maxine shouts, retribution is the only food I need. Justice is the only
my
sustenance.
goodness.
It does look fairly close to dead. Like,
Every time with the
probably not
retribution.
responding to these commands because you've almost beaten it to death. And
I
it
just thought we
is-
could make peace with a pile of
Maybe
garbage.
you should shock it to be
It
more.
is-
So
Raise
half
Bone's
our
turn.
squad has healed and then tried to have a friendly chat with the garbage monster.
The garbage.
Probably is more agreeable once I healed it, right?
Can you imagine in Star Wars when they fall into the compactor if like one of them is start trying to cast like talk to plants? As opposed to...
How do you really feel, trash monster?
Raise, you see
about what's going on here.
talking to this plant now.
Misty's whole like line of reasoning here reminds me of the intro to Men in Black, the scene where he's like getting tested, and he's like, "Well, that monster was just working out, and like you wouldn't want to like hurt him when he's at the gym, right? Then
my gosh,
this one's not
yes.
snarling; he's just sneezing." Like, anyway,
Would you like to continue moonbeaming the monster?
oh, you goddamn no, I do.
All right.
We know that doesn't heal it, right? Are we aware of this?
No, the moonbeam is just straight damaging it. It made it save though.
Stupid. Does it take half damage?
It does take half damage, yeah.
Nice.
It's particularly resilient against.
So half of 6.
Yeah, I got it.
So people in chat were telling me that half of 2d10 isn't actually the same thing as 1d10.
They are
like,
correct,
it's,
but I wasn't going to argue with you because it's your channel.
It's the same like median, but it's like higher variance. Anyway. Yeah, and then
Fucking nerds.
You can do it
right, yeah, exactly. Who knew we were gonna have to do math with this game? And then am I close enough to scimitar it?
You could be if I moved you right here.
Then yeah, I would like to scimitar it.
You can easily walk up to it, yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
You could heal it like I did.
No, you didn't heal it.
Oh, I didn't damage it as much as I
You just didn't damage as
would
much.
have maybe.
I
Okay.
Yeah. The one
Misty
who
tickled
healed
it, so he
it
healed
is
it.
his turn now.
The
You're-
goblin?
What?
Yeah, Z's up.
Okay. So lightning bad. Mist, do you know what it's weak against?
Non-elemental things.
It seems like it's it
That's
seems
all
like
I got.
the bludgeoning
explosion.
damage seemed
Alright.
effective.
I'm just gonna light it on
Simply
fire again.
harness
I'm
the
going to
power
make
of
a
the moon.
bonfire really under and
Okay.
see how it likes it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it has to make a dexterity 14 saving throw, or else it takes 11 fire damage.
Oh, the spell was
Um,
literally called Create Bonfire. I thought
Yeah.
you were like,
I also concentrate on it. Until the spell ends, the bonfire fills a 5 cube, and any creature in the bonfire space must make a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage.
Okay.
Sorry,
It's,
2d8 fire damage.
It's on fire, sort of. It's like a wet fire. It's like one of the like black smoke starts coming out of it. Cause you
I'll
put wood
take
in
it.
It was too wet. Yeah.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the flames, but you know what? Fire is fire.
Maxine, you are up.
Maxine calls out, can't you just fire a magic missile or something, you dumb wizard? And then bites up
There's
and
no
starts...
fire and lightning, as Niv Mizzet would want it.
And then shaking her head, she just starts to do some more gardening. Here we go, let's prune this bush. Let's go.
That certainly hits. Okay.
Is it still alive?
Not by much. Don't miss.
Second attack for turn. Whoop.
You didn't listen. You missed.
Oh,
And as punishment for missing, it is going to attack you twice and try to eat you. Actually,
Come at me,
it's going
bro.
to attack the druid because the druid woke it up. Want to talk about food?
yeah. I think it knows that
Is it
I
still
meant
sentient?
well. We're pals. We were
It is
totally
sentient.
pals for like a second.
The 17, I assume, hits the druid. Hits Misty.
Yes, it does.
You take 13 bludgeoning damage from that attack.
All right.
Second attack, 21. You take 17 from that.
Me?
Yeah.
Also? Damn.
Yeah. And you are
What-
pulled
I
inside
thought
of
we
it.
were. I thought we
Oh,
were
dang.
pals. What
You
happened?
you've been sucked inside of it, and you're being digested.
What
Oh.
the?
On the
It's-
end of its turn, it's
yeah.
going to take this much damage if it fails a saving throw.
Dexterity again, right? You said.
Yeah. 14.
It made its save.
All right, it takes no damage.
Oh, no damage. Okay. And now it is Misty's turn.
So I'm currently inside of the plant monster, correct?
Yes, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, one sec.
What? Whoa.
16?
Okay, yeah, you make it. You are blind, restrained, unable to breathe, but you manage to like force your arms out enough to not get squished as it's trying to digest you.
Nice. All right, so from inside of the garbage monster plant
Mhm.
thing, I say, I can't believe you've done this. This is horrible. And I stoke my flame. I'm going to try to rip it open from the inside.
Okay, you attack with disadvantage because
Okay.
you are restrained and blind. You have many disadvantages. But
It sounds like there's a lot of things that aren't going to go right here.
If you hit, you're probably going to kill it. You just need to
That
actually
was
do
a shame.
damage. You did not hit.
Ah, am I going to get digested?
No. Your turn.
For my movement, can I try to like hop out of its mouth?
No, actually.
Really? I'm just restrained
Brutal.
here.
Yeah. You
All right, fam. I have 8 hit points left, so I'm just
Can
saying.
can I see Misty?
No.
Okay.
However, it is Ray's Bones' turn.
With the power of the moon.
Yep.
Raise some hell.
Let's see if I make my throw.
Am I gonna get torched by being inside of this thing?
No.
Okay.
You are fully
Do I have
engulfed.
protection?
Yeah. It made its saving throw.
Thanks, plant.
So you do 5 damage.
Saving
Hey,
you
look,
from the bonfire.
5 damage. That was exactly enough. Actually, enough by 1. That's why we just had to not miss. So this thing
And
just melts, and a Misty just kind of appears sitting in the center of it as it falls apart.
Covered
Oh,
in garbage.
I was totally going to dive in there. That was the next plan.
That was what I was going for as well. Was with the
Well, she
rocket.
currently looks like you do, just covered in gunk and rot.
But who smells worse now?
Oh shit,
Tough
what up?
call.
I think still me, probably.
Probably Misty. And you see both of the zombies just kind of like walk in and just start shoveling it back together around you.
They're
If-
trying to
if-
put it back together, the
Oh, we should
zombies?
probably just leave,
Yeah.
or they make it
If
again.
a zombie could look really disappointed in something, it looks really disappointed in all of you.
Why don't we just kill the zombies so they don't put together the thing again?
But I think this might be like part of the natural like ecosystem of the sewers. We've just stumbled through it. I mean, that's
Yeah,
me
let's-
talking.
let's,
Maxine's like, should we kill the zombies?
You see,
I think we should head over to the Golgari
Yeah,
hermit that's been
we need to
watching
look
us.
around for
The end.
those- the-
Does-
the
does-
a Golgari
contraptions.
shaman appears and just says, "You idiots!" and this way. She's like waving her hand at
Can we
you.
take 30 seconds to short rest so like Gabby can? use
Yeah,
some-
I need to heal. I'm at 8 right now.
Yeah, she says, "It'll be safe over here," and she just kind of waves towards you.
Why don't
I
I just
believe
cast
her.
Cure Wounds? Okay.
Oh no, you don't need to cast spells, Gabby, because if we've got like a minute or so break, you can use hit die as short rests. Is that right?
You need an hour, but yeah, you could short.
Oh, you need an hour. Okay, ignore me
Yeah.
then. I thought it was.
Yeah, should I just cast a spell? I'm not sure. It's just a level 1 spell. But I probably have to cast it twice. I'm at 8 right
I
now.
wouldn't use your spell slots. We might as well use my lay on hands, right? It's more efficient.
What does that do?
I can heal up to 25 points of health every long rest.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Can I...
So how
can you
injured
heal me
are
up?
you?
I'm at 8 out of 38, so I need 30 healing.
So if I just do 25 then,
Sure.
because that way you still got spell slots. This is just a random other ability, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that
So
sounds great.
I stroll over, I pull Gabby back to her feet, say, "You smell and look like shit, my friend," and then lay on hands her back to like as much health as we can.
I follow the shaman.
Yeah, she's standing over in front of the glow spore, the glow spore area from like a little hut.
I've also been antsy to talk to her. So yeah, heading over.
She and she's like kind of like how someone like roll a coin around their hands. She's doing that with like making flowers out of her hands that kind of match the ones you guys killed. She's just like making flowers up and down her hands.
Those flowers attacked me.
And
So I'm
she's
like
like,
wary of her. I'm like,
"So what brings you all
careful.
to my rot farm?"
Definitely not the rot, let me tell you that.
We're on a quest. There's a Is-It device that we are attempting to track down, and we have information that it came from hereabouts.
Is it? Why would I deal with an is it?
Because you
Because you're
wanted the
a bioterrorist.
machine? Here's a question. Do you have any use for a machine like this? It is a flamethrower, except for spores.
I don't. What? What?
Or do you know why anybody would want a machine like this?
I mean, if you wanted to spread spores, you could spread spores with a machine like that, I suppose. But I tend to a rot farm down here. My concern is what you just smashed your way through, and occasional I dabble in new types of plants, and she's playing with the flowers again. But nothing like what you've described.
Do you know anyone that might have interest in creating a disruption between the guilds?
No, that is not my business. I'm here to feed the people.
well, did you meet with Emirates? An Is-It mage named Emirates?
Wasn't it Emmett?
It is.
Emmett
There we
Umbrin?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She make an insight check.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
Anybody can do one if they want.
I'll make an insight check. Wow, you are not very insightful.
I'm preoccupied.
I push the goblin aside instead.
Yeah, she says, Emmett Umber,
Staring at my
never
hands.
heard, I've never dealt with any Is-It engineer, and I've certainly never heard of one named Emmett Umber. And both of you who rolled more than 20, she is being 100% truthful, so much as you've ever known anyone to tell the truth in your life.
And I yell out, "Liar!" And I point at him.
Yeah, you
Experiment Z, back off, you're ruining this for us.
I push it back a little bit. I pull out my Inzorius signet, like my badge, and start showing it off as if everyone gives a shit when no one does. And I ask her quite bluntly, "Do you know who Cruella is? We're looking for a Cruella from the
she's
farms
Cruella.
of
She's like,
District
Wait,
You
wasn't
are?
Cruella the Selesnya one?
no,
No,
Corella
it's
is
the
her,
Corella.
her friend. She's like, that is me. I am Corella.
Okay, so we've been told a lie. haven't we?
Accused.
Oh, sacre bleu.
Maxine, you can make another insight check. With advantage.
Wow,
actually.
are
It took me
we
for-
getting debated?
Okay, you don't need an advantage. Being an experienced law officer, you are aware of the ability to both control and modify memories.
I thought we were dealing with doppelgangers.
Also,
I
those.
think we need to
Sure,
explode
that'll work
her.
too.
She's
Wow,
not telling
there's a
the
lot of
truth.
trickery available on the city of Ravnica.
Do we know any like Jaces, someone who could go into Corella's memories?
None of you are powerful enough or high enough in any capacity. to
Chase
have
is like the fucking rock star of the
a
plane,
mind-
isn't he? He's like
a
the.
mind,
Yeah, he's like the living guild pact.
Oh, I have him on speed dial. It's no big deal.
Memory alteration sounds like a Dimir sort of
I
ability,
was going to
doesn't
say
it?
maybe this is all Demir.
Oh.
And we're...
Quick question, Corella. Are you friends with the name of the Selesnya priestess?
We don't know her name. We only know she was a Selesnya priestess.
Make an insight check for me when you ask this question. It's very good. You see her face demonstrably change when you ask this question.
Huh.
She says, "How do you know about her? How do you know about Avari?"
Avari. Ooh. What is your relationship to Avari, if you don't mind me asking?
She and I are friends.
It doesn't sound like you're friends. Sounds like you're frenemies.
No, she is. We are very close. Our guilds would not approve of us consorting together.
Why do you usually consort together?
I lead into Misty, and I'm like, they might not be frenemies. They might be very, very friendly.
Whatever this plot is, I assure you she would have nothing to do with it. She's a peaceful woman.
Where is she now?
Are you a peaceful woman?
As much as I can be in this field of work.
When was the last time you saw Avari, Corella?
She was setting up a new conclave in the rubble belt near this district.
Have you been to this rubble belt yourself?
No, I tend to stay below. But it was supposed to be a place that all guilds could work together. We were going to be an example.
Do we have
of what?
on us?
An example of what?
The peace we could do. They are also nature worshippers. They don't revere death the way we do, but we could work things out and feed this entire city, bring a new era of peace.
Do we have the blueprint with us?
You have like a rudimentary sketch that Emmett gave to the.
Yeah,
I
can
turned
we...
well, I turned away to the party and suggested that perhaps we show her the blueprint, because if she seems to be completely oblivious to the fact that she has interacted with this engineer matey boy, it's either the engineer matey boy is lying, or like you said, we've got some inkling that she's been manipulated in some way, right? So Maxine's keen to see if we can jog her memory a little bit.
I mean, it seems like her memory. It seems like if she's being completely truthful about not knowing.
Hey.
Oh, I think he's back.
Okay. Yeah, so if you could repeat exactly what you just said. Also, I have to adjust some faces.
I was just talking about how much.
I'm Rob now. Huzzah! I've been promoted. Everybody, make an initiative check.
So, do we want to try and jog her memory, or is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say. To me, it kind of seems like what's going on here is she did partake in ordering this thing, and it seems like her memory's been wiped. So she's being truthful about not knowing about this machine. But it looks like maybe this like Everett or Avari? No.
Avari's a friend.
Avari, the friend. It looks like maybe Avari, the friend, is the one behind this shenanigans.
Maybe she's also been duped too.
Oh shit.
Oh, do you think they both got duped?
We don't know yet. But I want to check out the rot farm because we were looking around for that is it rig. So I want to see if maybe if she doesn't remember doing the stealings, but maybe she still has a rig around here. So I'm gonna do like a quick glance to see if I can find any like is it contraption.
On top of that, I've got locate object as a spell, right? Could we use this in any way with the combination of the blueprint and the is it knowledge to search the area for things?
Oh, that's a cool spell.
What do you want me to roll?
Investigation.
Are there any bones around? Just wondering.
No, there's just garbage.
There are certainly bones back into the pit where you could raise another skeleton or a zombie.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You don't find the apparatus.
Okay.
You don't find anything technological at all. You do find a lot more of those plants that attacked you.
The flowers, the lethal flowers.
Yeah.
Yes, the spooky flowers.
I mean, you're an engineer, so you're not particularly well versed in any sort of flora or fauna.
Yeah.
But they don't look particularly normal to you. Like you've never seen anything like them, like in a flower shop or anything on in one of the merchant stalls on the promenade. But you find a bunch of these. Don't seem to be attacking you. They seem to be dormant at the moment. But yeah, that's all you find.
Okay, I report back to the group and I say, "There's no is it contraptions here. There was no dealings that brought an is it contraption here, so we probably have to check out somewhere else."
Oh, can I take these flowers with me? Like, do they look like they would have? They seem like they could be useful. I can talk to the plants. Don't worry, I can calm them down.
That didn't go so well last time. That was pretty bad. It didn't.
All right, I'll leave the plants behind.
Okay. We need to talk to her about the rubble belt because we don't have any Selesnians here and we have no Selesnian contacts. So we need to understand where this is.
You know where the rubble belt is on the outside.
Oh, is it like a known thing? Okay. Okay.
Like, it's the outskirts of every district has where the rubble where the Gruul live.
I guess before we leave, I
Who's
just want to
lying
ask.
here? Yeah, there's someone lying in this whole.
But okay, so
Chain
we're gonna explain to Corella, because obviously if she seems completely truthful and honest in terms of like the insight we can glean from it, I'm going to explain to her that we are actually conducting an investigation that could be, looking to damage the alliances between guilds. So I'm going to ask her very nicely to. I know you're a bit sheepish about talk to us about Avari, but we kind of need to know who she is and what she's doing. So that when we go to the old belt, we aren't like rolling into like a dangerous area or anything like that. So can she at least give us some info on what we can expect?
Yeah.
At the old belt.
She will tell you where you'll find her near the edge of the city, close to civilization. An area the Gruul have moved on from. Selesnya architecture is pretty distinct. You shouldn't have much trouble finding it. It's a beginning of a new conclave. It should be safe. As far as I know, the giants have all moved on. There's no rampagers.
And Avari, what's her race and class? Like race and role?
She's an elf. She's an
elf. And is she the conclave leader, or?
She'd be the leader of that new conclave. It was set up. If it was set up, yes.
Okay. And what's her hair color?
What was that?
Hair
color.
Oh, blonde.
Okay. I want some distinguishing things so we can spot her in the crowd.
What's her horoscope?
She would be fair skin, blonde.
How many hands does she have?
She's not a Simic. She only has 2.
Right. Do we, as a party, feel like we've got enough info to go and find Avari at this roll belt and tie her up and question her?
Not to derail, but were there enough bones for 2 skeletons or just 1?
Certainly. Yeah. You want 2 skeletons?
Oh, heck yes, I want 2 skeletons.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Are you up to 3 now?
No, the first.
No, we lost the
Wow.
one.
We're cool with him having 3 skeletons around, and I can't take the zombie plants.
I only have 2. I only have 2 skeletons.
These
Feels
2
like
will
a
die in the
this
next
feels
fight.
like a
and we'll
double
make 2
standard.
more, and
Yeah,
so on and so
skeletons
on.
only have like 20 hit points or something. They're not very robust.
Does Gaby get a familiar at some point? Can she have a bush for a familiar? Like a walking, talking.
I think you do. We're level 5, right?
They don't.
But we haven't seen anything that could be a familiar.
That
No.
bush. If you
What
want
do you
to
think, chat? Should we give
The
Gabby
bush
a
didn't want
hand?
to listen to me. It can't be a very good familiar.
Maybe you're not high enough level. Who knows?
Clearly.
It was hungry, and you tried to kill it. It wasn't your friend.
I should have tried to talk to it in the beginning. I bet we could have reached a peace agreement early on.
I can with great certainty tell you it would have worked out much better if you had not been halfway murdering it by the time you started.
To the rubble belt then. Let's go.
Okay, you leave behind these zombies and Cruella. And you guys walk out with your skeleton. Oh, yeah, the skeleton one's still kind of there. You walk out with your skeleton bros.
Are you naming these 2, Caleb?
The Big Lebowski and John Bon Jovi.
John.
Excellent. Fantastic. Yeah, you begin. Were you taking a short rest, by the way?
Oh yes, 100%. So we can
Heal your druid.
Yeah,
The one that got eaten. Not the one that ate the spores.
I'm confirming the short rest.
Osric in 250 in the chat said, "Just have a skeleton carry around a fiscus and pretend to be Gary's familiar."
We can share a familiar. We'll find a familiar at some point, I'm sure.
Find a nice clump of moss down here.
As long
Just
as it's
2
not flowery, then it's fine.
2 zombos with 2 ferns, just like.
So yeah, you guys take your short rest. Just roll your hit points and not die.
Oh yes.
I believe there was a button.
How do you
for
roll
it.
the hit points again?
I think there's actually a button there if you click on the take short rest. Click on the short rest button. There's like a
Oh,
roll.
I see it now. Roll hit die.
Yeah. So you heal for 9 from that one.
Nice. I'm up to max.
Is that in Roll20 or
Yeah.
D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond.
All right.
Okay. So. Do you have... You get a spell slot back too, or is that not your kind of druid?
I don't think so, no. I think I can expend if I were a different circle, I could expend a spell
Yeah.
slot to heal, but I'm
okay.
Circle of the Land, which doesn't do that.
I've still got 3 level 1s and a level 2 left.
Okay.
And obviously, my fists are my maul.
You can always
Those
cast
are all the
fist.
spells you need, really.
Fist is always a castable spell.
I cast hammer, yeah.
It would be nice to regain the spell slot I used to talk to the plant. That would be useful.
Listen, you got a lot of information out of that plant. He was very hungry.
It was very hungry.
Yes, you guys make your way. You take a little rest down here or up there, wherever you felt more comfortable. But when you make your way out, make your way through the city, a couple winding corridors, and you find yourself towards the edge of the city where Gruul incursions have knocked down civilization, and now it's been part of the rubble belt. You see in the distance, you see giants moving, but none seem to be in this area. This area seems to be completely devoid of the clans. Make perception checks, please.
Wow, I'm
There we
so
are.
perceptive. No big deal.
I can't see the justice past my nose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crit and a
you
crit
still
fail.
only see justice and nothing else.
Maxine is just still flashing the Azorius badge, even though there's no one around. It's just like, just make sure you know about this, okay?
You guys like survey the landscape, and Misty immediately spots the glint of that white Selesnian marble in the distance. You guys are able to make a beeline right for it. You waste like no time. It takes you it's probably been like an hour since your last encounter, due to Misty's incredible eyes, eagle-like. And you make your way, and there's like a little, looks like some knocked down buildings that have vines growing over them, and this new structure of white marble that is completely enclosed. There's like a window and a door. That's all you see when you're approaching it. What do you do?
So there's no one like guarding the door in front of the door or anything?
No, there's no. You don't see any people.
I'm gonna walk
I
up
approach
and
the
knock.
door.
Yeah.
Okay. You're at the door.
And knock on
I
the door.
open the door.
It is locked.
Oh.
Oh, lame.
I do not open the door.
Maxine
knock
off,
on the
offers
door.
the oh, knocking, sure.
Yeah. Called
Never
manners,
occurred to the
right?
cop to knock. There's no answer. You like knock and stand like a polite amount of time, and there's no.
Maxine says, "Allow me to pick the lock," and then attacks the door with her maul.
Okay, there is a window as well, by the way. Okay, yeah, you hit the door, and it just it gives like a resonance as you hit it. It does not deal that much damage to it. It does hit it, but this is pretty sturdy stone.
And there, you said there
door.
is a window.
Oh,
There's a
sorry, you
window,
said
yeah.
stone. Sorry, I thought it was a
Yeah.
wooden door.
No, it's
Otherwise
like
I probably-
it's like that Selesnian white marble or
My bad.
particularly
Sorry, I
strong wood. It's,
I
yeah,
didn't
no,
realize it was stone. Otherwise,
know.
hitting it with a doesn't
Is
seem so
the
wise.
lock mechanical?
probably yes.
How far up is the window?
You could just walk around the side of the building and look through it.
Oh, why don't we do that?
Okay.
All right, I will go around the side of the window and look inside the window and see,
I'll follow.
or around the
Okay.
house, look inside the
Um,
window.
You move around and you see sitting back to you a blonde woman at a table, looks like with a tea set and a book, just sitting there.
Oh, I fucking
go.
love tea.
I'm gonna go knock, knock, knock.
You knock and there's no reply, nothing, no movement whatsoever.
Wait, she doesn't hear me?
Well, I mean, I attacked the front door with a maul and she didn't move. So I mean,
Do we
you-
think there's magic around this house?
Is she moving at all, or is she kind of like frozen in place?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Kind of.
can't really tell from this distance, like looking through a window. None of you have the eagle eyes this time.
Can you open the window?
No, it's like solid.
I smashed the
crystal.
window.
Are there
Um,
any windows that are
cornerstone.
open in the house?
No, they all appear to be solid crystal enclosed.
Hmm.
However, you do, Maxine, since you are unable to be surprised, the rest of you feel like a trembling, like a tremor. Maxine, you also feel this tremor, but you also hear in your head the time for justice from your maul.
The mall is like, warning, warning.
You all look up, and you see charging towards you a herd of boar. The giant
Boar?
the giant
From-
boars.
From the sky?
From like the edge, like they just were out of sight.
What are the boar in Canada like, Toma? Jesus.
I don't know.
like-
It's not
Can
really
I,
good.
can I cast Entangle to slow them
this
down?
will be a skill challenge. So we're either going to 5 successes or 3 failures, excuse me. And you can do whatever you want to try to change the direction or avoid or not get crushed.
Hold on. We don't have to fight them. Let me befriend the pigs.
Okay.
I can befriend the pigs.
How many boar are we talking? An entire
Are
state?
they
It's like
wilds?
it's like the wildebeest charge and your Mufasa.
Are they?
Oh, that's
feral?
coming at us pretty fast, actually.
I mean,
Was that another
can I
patch
just
on
cast
forage
Entangle
weapons?
here?
You could, yeah.
I would like to do that.
All right, put it in the chat, please, so I can see what the spell does exactly.
Entangle? Oh, how do I do that? How do I do that? I can link you the spell.
I honestly don't know, but people have been doing it, so I was hoping you could do it too.
So at the top right-hand corner of each spell, you should have like a cast to VTT. Cast on VTT. It should look something like this. I'll show you.
My spells aren't loaded into
Oh,
D&D Beyond.
yes. Well,
I can just
that's
get him a
fine.
link. I'll just link him on
We've been doing
Facebook.
it all old
Yeah.
school.
Oh yeah, actually, trying to cast Animal Friendship here would be a bad idea because when you cast that, you target one beast.
it's Entangle, right, Caleb?
Yes, pick the
Yeah.
leader, Gaby.
I guess. Do they have
I
a
like
leader?
you
Or
on
they just look
Facebook.
like hogs.
Do a nature check. Try and figure out, I guess.
You see many different sizes, like from regular sized boars to boars the size of like cows to boars like the size of like mammoths.
Or
Are
is,
they
is
feral?
is there a leader? This is my nature check.
We need to know if they're feral.
No,
Are they feral?
they are definitely wild and out of control.
Are they 30 to 50?
Certainly, there's definitely
Hog-like qualities.
yeah. Raised bones. What 20-foot area would you like to do this in?
Right in the front of the herd that's coming at us.
Okay, to like prevent it from like running into you guys, or prevent it from running.
To prevent it from running into us.
Okay. I will count that as
So like hitting as many boars as
5
possible,
minutes
but
from
also
ground
like
square. Okay. Yeah. So this lasts for a minute. Okay. I will count that as 2 successes, actually, because that is a really good spell to pick
Okay.
up. They begin diverting from that area because it's harder.
Can
to run.
we-
Some of them still run through them.
Could we easily climb up onto like the building? Is there like surfaces that we could climb, or like obvious hand bits that we can climb up to, so we can like climb up and wait for the boars to pass?
It's pretty smooth. You could probably boost people up there, and then help somebody else up.
Oh,
I
I've got
have-
Misty. I've got Misty Step.
Then you could easily get up there. Sure.
You're
But should I
probably
throw-
safe.
Shall I throw the gobbo first?
You gonna throw me?
Yeah, I'm gonna toss the
I have
gobbo.
a spell that I think could help us a lot here.
You have to toss me. Yeah, okay. But don't tell the elf.
Well, I'm gonna throw the goblin. I'm gonna literally
All
grab
right,
one
I'm
of
just
the
gonna like put my arms up so you can grab me. He's like,
Make a strength check. DC 15.
I have failed.
You have failed. That is 1 failure. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
me?
My dex
Actually, both of
saving
you, because you're both involved in this.
Oh no!
All right.
Okay,
So this isn't
so-
working out as we planned.
Wait, so did you fail both of them?
They both failed, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It counts as one failure for your. They both failed because they were both.
Misty, you said you had something?
So you guys both take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as these boar cross through you, and you kind of get knocked around. And they also look at it trying to crush the building. Like they're specifically hitting the building.
Oh no. So we have 2 successes, 2 failures, right?
1 failure.
1 failure.
They both took damage because of their particular brand of failure, but it was still only 1 attempt at something.
Misty, did you have something? Because I have.
Yeah, I got a sweet plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast plant growth around the house and in front of us.
Okay. Can you link plant growth, please?
Yeah.
Thick and overgrown. Okay.
So I want to make them so that they're tall enough that the boars will just not try to ram into them.
Oh, this spell can actually be cast instantaneously. All right. Yeah. So it the plants that were like the little vines that were on rubble and the plants that have sprouted up because of the entangle spell all become particularly large and vibrant. Make a nature check, please. Okay.
That's a bad nature check for a druid.
Yeah, I mean...
We aren't rolling
Should
very
be
well.
there, huh?
I have literally never seen a druid who was proficient in nature. It just never happened.
Why?
They just never do it. They never take proficiency in nature. Every druid hates nature.
True.
It never
nature
comes
is pretty
up.
Dumb.
So you were. I'm going to give you 1 success for this,
Okay.
not 2. But you were unable to completely shield the building.
Okay.
But they are moving around. It is a little better.
All right, I'll take 1 success.
Wait, why do we care about the boars destroying the building?
Because the woman in the building doesn't even know the boars are attacking. Plus, isn't she our ticket to find out what's going on in this?
She is the one you are here to see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are here to see her. We don't want her dead.
All right. I have
So if I check
have
our
one
goblin
plan
has not
then.
done anything yet. Yeah, he's the one who's up now.
Okay.
Are we thinking these balls aren't a natural occurrence? Like, is this an attack on the building and/or a spell being cast of some kind? Like,
Or are
Is this
the
a bit
boars
weird?
real?
I'm
if the
using my
glow moves down-
apparatus.
Oh
Okay.
no, this is when we die.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't have the spell Silent Image,
Okay.
but I can perhaps conjure up the spell using my fancy apparatus.
Okay.
So
can
I
you
need
link to
to
the
make-
spell?
A DC 12 Arcana check.
Okay.
And that's it, just a DC 12. And then if so, I'm going to make a silent image of a giant pit in front of the boars in the direction of the building. So hopefully they're going to swerve away from it to avoid the pit.
Okay.
So I just have to make a DC 12 Arcana check, which should be easy. Okay, I failed.
Oh my gosh, no!
What happens when you fail?
We get
So I
failures for
cast
the
it-
plant check or the board check,
I'm
surely.
going to cast a different spell. So I have to roll a d6.
Okay.
Okay, I cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
I don't know
So-
what Fog Cloud does, but give me a moment.
Wait, do you cast it at us or at the boars still?
And I'm assuming what he was targeting.
Yeah, at the ground before the boars. So you cast a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The
And then
sphere
doesn't
spreads
sound
around
that bad.
corners,
It
areas
stays there
heavily
until-
obscured.
Until wind shows up. So you point expecting a hole to appear in the ground.
Yeah.
And instead, like, fog just starts coming out of your hand and just fills the area where you're expecting ground to open up or pretend to open up. And instead, you just see boars charging through. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no. Alright, this is not how I drew it up.
It kind of sounds like it might still work.
Hey,
I don't know. It's gonna make it harder for them to know which way the house is at, right?
Maxine says, "Cool party trick, Gobbo." I'm gonna.
Look, this is the first time this happened to me, alright?
I'm gonna
You
grab the
take
goblin
8
and try and
points
throw him.
of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
as some boars
no.
Oh
rumble through you.
no.
Toma, are we gonna go for one more throw?
It is definitely all of you again. Any of you. Can
I
go
could
again.
try again.
Right, you ready?
You
Are
know,
you
you're
ready?
not tossing me again. What are you
Yeah, I am. Right, here we go. I grab the. Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
I like push you off. Like, what are you doing?
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
My strength is pretty good.
Why are you tossing me?
If you critically fail this, do you just like hurl them into the boars? Like what? What does that look like?
No, just Maxine.
Oh,
We made the
crit,
save. You
baby.
actually like throw the goblin and just kind of, or he kind of squirts out of your hands, and you with the missed throw, you somehow manage to also dodge the boars that are coming through.
Oh no.
And then you've now failed 3 times.
So
And
we're
then-
3 and 3, right?
Yeah, but 3 failures was the end of it.
Oh no.
You have a couple boars around you that have stopped, and a rather large boar goes barreling through the building.
Oh, that's a very large boar.
That's a big boy.
Is
Through the building.
initiative time. Yeah, he just crushes through the building.
Oh, that's bad.
And it is initiative time.
All right.
Now we're rolling 19s and 20s.
Good initiative. I'm missing Z's initiative.
Oh shit! What up?
Not as nice.
One of you all.
I've been trampled one too many times. All right. Or my borings in this case.
Initiative.
Is the first damage you took, Toma, me accidentally throwing you on the floor?
That was. Thank you, Maxine. I appreciated you tossing me repeatedly at the boars.
Oh, I have a dex -1.
It's not my fault that isn't goblins are so slippery. I'm just there trying to grab you and you're just like slipping out of my hands. Like
I thought that was a misguided attempt to slow down the boars by throwing me under them. So maybe they'll.
It probably
slip.
slowed down like 1 or 2 boars.
Yeah, I'm helping.
So the first up in initiative is our spore shaman Raise. There are 2 like normal size boars and this one humongous like raise boar size boar.
Okay, I mean, I'd like to direct my skeletons to attack the humongous one. And then, this is going to surprise everybody, because I don't pull this out very often, but I'm going to moonbeam it as well.
You got it. So the first
Classic
10
moonbeam.
and a 5. They suck. Your skeletons suck. You did not pick high quality.
How dare you.
Golgari skeletons.
How dare you?
And then I need to make a con
They're doing the best they can.
Con save for your moonbeam. I only got a 10, so I'm probably get moonbeam damaged. All 7. Look at
7 damage.
that. Animal. Next up is Maxine Justice.
am I the Snapcaster? What's that?
Yeah, you are that guy. You can move.
Okay.
in a
I
regular
am-
line.
Also going to. Am I out of range? You say?
No, you can move any of them.
I am going to shout for justice and charge the biggest ball.
Are you gonna show them your Zorius like permit? Just to make sure that the
Contain
boars
them.
know what's up.
Let them know.
Contain the boar.
Look,
Maxine.
Maxine
the boar.
believes the rest of Ravnican society care about the Azorius. She's not dumb enough to think pigs do. Okay, cut her some slack, man.
First of all, they're boars. All right. It's
Okay.
different.
This has got a lot of
So
spikes on its face. It's big and angry.
I am going to. Yes, I am going to. That's not a spell mark. I'm going to Hunter's Market, which is a
Okay.
bonus action, spell slot 1.
Yep.
I am then going to attack it. Much like the Moonbeam, you might have seen this one before.
The greatest hits.
Does that hit?
It does hit. The
Yeah.
giant boar.
Take that, you pig.
Wow, that's rude.
All right.
Is that even an insult? It's just a pig.
Does that hit?
12 on the other hand is a little low.
Well, sugar puffs. Okay.
Yeah, no, that you connect with its massive hide, but it does not seem to be affected by its second attack.
And then I am done.
All right, it's boar time. This boar is gonna run up here.
Is there any way in D&D Beyond to to filter your possible actions to bonus actions and normal actions? Is there a way to do that? Anyone know?
I thought they already were. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'll keep looking.
Yes,
No worries.
there is. Under your actions, you have like attack, action, bonus action, reaction, other, and limited use.
Oh, of course you do. Derp. Yep. Okay.
Okay, so one of the side boars is going to attack Rays with a tusk.
It's going whole hog.
Went whole hog. Hit him for 6. 6 damage to the one little gore to you. And then towards the goblin.
Oh no.
I'm assuming a 19 hits the goblin for 4.
Does it though? I'm going to use.
Gain a shield.
Yup. I've been hit enough by these boars, alright?
The thing comes to clobber you, and you throw up an arcane barrier, and it glances off, and you did not get hit by it. And then Big Daddy is going to try to smash our paladin. However, a 14 does not hit.
No, it does not. Justice.
You avoid the gore of many spiked mouthed boar. And then we move on to Misty.
So I just noticed something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my flame blade as a bonus action on top of my regular action?
The flame blade bonus action is what creates the flame blade. Then you can attack with it.
I see. So you can't just like you can't double hit, right?
No.
Okay.
It creates the blade, then you attack using the blade with your.
Got it. That makes sense. All right. So it looks like I'm behind everyone. Ooh, I'm pretty tempted to thunder wave here, but I also feel like I'm gonna hurt my teammates if I do that.
Your goblin friend would probably welcome it, being that thunder is really adjacent to lightning.
I mean, I have survived thunder, lightning, fire, a bunch of things. It's not my
being thrown into
favorite.
pigs.
I think I'm just gonna make a flame blade.
Adding
That's just gonna be
force
better.
to my resume now, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna flame blade. I guess I'll run up to the pig that's next to my goblin friend on the left hand side. Yeah, and then I'll make a flame blade in.
You run up and you create this scimitar of flame and slice it right.
And I
through
make
the
some
boar.
bacon.
It's sizzling. It smells delicious, but it's not quite dead. Next up, bringing up the rear is the goblin. Z.
Okay. Step 1, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. And I'm going to take a couple steps back. Perfect. All right. And then I'm going to help out Misty by sizzling that bacon.
Oh, shit,
I'm
what
going to fire another firebolt.
I'm in front of it. I think if you do that, I'm gonna be right in front of it.
I'll shift a little bit to the side to like peek
Yeah, you can like
around
finger
you.
guns it to the side.
Sure.
Finger.
Sure, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm very precise with my finger guns. Well, not that precise. Sometimes it's better.
10 does not hit. It
Okay.
goes a little wide.
I can't believe you said I'm very precise with my finger guns as you miss.
Your effort to.
Well,
spear-
precision isn't the same thing as accurate,
I've been
right?
trampled by boars and thrown around. I'm kind of. Give me
He's
some
shaking.
time to get my
He's shaking.
borings. All right.
His pun takes a lot of moments to get used to. Raze, you're up.
My skeletons attack.
Do they though? Let's see what they do.
Yeah. They're gonna slice this pig up so bad, it's gonna be groundhog.
This is. They both.
Oh,
Aw, dang!
They are just
nah.
like pounding on this thing's hooves, and it's.
I had
like,
such a good
why are
line.
these Skeletons attacking me.
All right, I'd also like to continue harnessing the power of the moon.
Yeah, you can moon. With my +5 Constitution, I have now failed this check twice. Feel free to moonbeam me.
6 damage.
You failed to roll damage against me, so it's still fine.
And then,
now your actual turn.
I'd like to attack something with my scimitar.
Makes
My
sense.
scimitar. Whatever's closest to me, we'll
There's a little
do
boar
just
in there.
fine.
Small pig.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna gut it.
Got it. Do it. You did it.
Well done.
It is heavily damaged and squealing. Not happy with what's going on.
You did. When you said you did it, you meant he didn't actually kill it.
You didn't actually kill it though.
He hit it. Though.
Madam Justice, you are up.
Right, I've realised that I've not been using this thing that I can use as a basic action now that I'm bonus action, which is this thing. So I'm gonna expend one of my divine senses. Not
Okay.
divine senses. What's it called?
Channel Divinity.
Yes.
I think you have two
Oh,
of those
it's
a
not
day.
even doing expend. I can just do it every time. Okay, cool.
Well,
Right,
you only
fine.
have so many Channel Divinities a day. I think it's 2 though.
Where's my bar then? I only have one apparently.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You have 1.
Well, there you go.
You
Right?
pick, you pick the thing you hate the most.
It's a big thing, though. Yeah. Really hate.
Well, you
board.
know, I hate injustice mainly, but this
This is
pig
the
will do
thing-
for now.
This is the thing you're gonna hate the most today.
Right, here comes my first advantage roll.
Okay.
So that's 2 d20 rolls. They were
they're
both
both
terrible. That's fucking awful. Okay, next advantaged maul roll.
That does hit for 13.
Nice.
Cool. And then we're going to roll a d6 for my mark.
So 17 total damage. All right. You have damaged it.
How's it
is
looking?
its turn. It's a giant board.
Is
It's
it?
very
Does
healthy.
it smell tasty?
No, this one's not being flamed. It's only getting moon
Hmm.
damaged.
Do you often think dirty boar smell tasty, Gabby?
I don't know. It sounds like it's gonna turn into bacon, man.
This big
Some
old
people
boar,
like their meat rarer than
the
others.
big
It's
one right
fine.
in front of you, Ms. Justice. You get to make a opportunity attack against it, and so do your skeletons, Caleb.
Or is it moving?
Oh, is it
It
moving?
is moving, yeah.
Where's it moving
Wow.
towards?
The skeletons, they actually hit it and they crit.
Yeah.
Is this the first time the skeletons have done anything?
It is, yes.
Go John Bon Jovi.
And you also hit it. Okay.
It's his unlife. It's now or never.
So it, the boar backs up about 20 feet and circles back around and then comes charging directly at you.
Have you took my damage?
Oh snap!
I did take your damage, yes. Oh, you're 100 mark though.
Oh, can I spore it as a reaction? Can I react to all this?
I don't think so. I think spores have a range of being next to them.
Okay, fair enough. No, I think you're right.
Let me see if this gore hits you.
Who are you goring?
You. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So
It does not
I will
gore
I
you.
will react by taking it on the chin.
Yeah, it
Brush
does
it
not.
off.
You get to Olay it. It does not gore. I'm not gonna do my trample on you. You are lucky.
I roll out a piece of Azorius parchment and use it as my.
The little boar is going to attempt to tusk raise. Is a 15 hit raise bones?
I have an armor class of 16, so no.
It is not. And the other boar will attempt to attack Misty. That's not the right button. Does a 17 hit Misty
Yeah, it does.
for 2.
Oh, that's easy.
And
It
then.
was just a nibble.
Yeah.
um,
Just a little bite.
How come your armor class is so high, Caleb?
I'm
Higher
wearing
dex.
medium armor, and then I also have high dex.
Yeah, he probably has 1 higher dex.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then
Oh
turning
no.
back and coming to trample out of the back area,
Oh no.
Oh
the
wow!
larger boar is going to attempt to tusk our goblin friend.
Did this one come out of nowhere?
It the crowd kind of peeled off and one came back. It, however, missed and it's not going to trample
What
you
if this
either.
goes on forever? Just infinite
Excellent.
balls.
No, this looks like really the end of the boars.
He's the one closing up
Oh,
shop.
it will be the
Yeah.
end of the boars.
He
I'm
missed
none of
it. He
them.
missed you though. You also olayed them.
Okay, perfect.
You can say he came back because you were such tremendous failures at trying to avoid the boars.
It knew.
And next will be Misty.
So is the giant the biggest board charging towards the house?
No, he kind of circled back around to make a charge at the paladin. He wanted to get inside the crunchy
I
armor.
see. How
Okay.
hurt is the pig in front of me?
Very.
All right, I think I'll just take another. Okay, so
Cool.
I just saw something on my character sheet. It
Mhm.
says, where is this? So for 2-weapon fighting, it says when you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon. So is the flame blade a light melee weapon?
I'm assuming it's made of nothing, so yeah.
So, and I have a scimitar as my other weapon. Could I double do it?
Yeah, you can probably pull it out with your left hand, and now that you're not casting a spell and attack with it, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll have my flame blade in one and my scimitar in the other, and I'm gonna go slash at the beginning.
You are cool.
Oh
if you do
yeah.
it.
All right, that's the flame blade.
That
When
one's
you get a
dead.
corn on the cob with 2 forks, you can go up to the pig and then chew on the.
You
Oh,
have
did it
turned that
die?
one- you have turned that one to bacon.
Okay, nice. I didn't even have to use my bonus action. I guess for my
You can
movement
move and
then.
attack the other one though. You still can attack it. You don't.
Oh,
Oh,
you
the
gonna
one
taste
that's
the
the one
bacon?
that's near Ray's, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll run towards the one that's right next to Ray's, and then
Yeah.
I'll use my scimitar on that. And where is my scimitar?
Should be under your regular attacks.
Where is attacks? This is my first time actually like attacking. Oh, I have unarmed strike.
Oh,
What
did
is-
you not actually put a scimitar on?
I think I didn't equip a scimitar. I was supposed to have one. Under weapons, I have club, dagger, dart, javelin, mace, quarter. Oh, I think these are just the ones that I have as an option.
In the
You might
equipment
need to
tab,
add
you
it.
can click the button to the left of an item to equip it. So I got my chainmail, my
There you
crossbow.
go. I put it for you.
Oh, did you put it for me? Let me refresh
I
real
need to
quick.
refresh your page, but yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so let me use attack. There's a scimitar. Swing.
You have slain 2 pigs in 1 round. You
What?
are an incredible pig slayer.
Ba-boom.
Finally, we find something we're good at.
All the pigs. Killing pigs is your group's calling. Next up is Z.
How's the biggest pig looking at this point? The one that Max
He's
seems by.
pretty beat up.
It's looking big.
I'm gonna
It was
use-
pretty healthy, and then I tried to do a cool attack and took a lot of damage. And so
Yeah.
it's sad and broken.
Always regret those cool attack.
Similar to a fog cloud appearing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage, and I'm
Okay.
gonna run beside
Oh, shit, what
Misty.
Okay.
No, more to the a little bit more like down right.
Down right.
Up right. Up. No, okay, perfect. Whatever, it's fine. That's good.
You're not next to anyone. You're safe.
I want to be out of the trampoline range.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, I think we're pretty good on here. So I'm just gonna tickle the big pig again with a firebolt.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
It just hits its hide and just kind of spreads along the side of it. Some of the hair burns off. But
I'm still a little bit rattled from
Nothing
all the
happens.
throwing and such.
a new boar attacking you from behind. Raise bones. What bones would you like to raise today?
Pig
Well, I've
bones?
already animated dead twice, so I don't think I can raise any more bones today. But I believe my current skeletons can move over
can.
to attack, right?
That one missed. That one hits.
Yeah.
What was that skeleton's name? The Big Lebowski?
Yes. And then I would once again call upon the power of the moon.
Yes, the moon. My great.
I can
my greatest
move it.
nemesis.
And I think it takes my action to move it.
It takes to move it. You're not moving it though.
I'm not.
No, it's standing in the moonbeam.
Oh, the pig is like still literally
Yeah.
standing there.
Oh wow. The pig's been
Doesn't
just
it-
standing there for the entire round, just like.
I think
Like
I'm
in-
pretty. If the pig doesn't leave, and it starts the turn in the moonbeam, I think it takes more damage.
Yeah, it happens once per round. I thought.
Didn't it? I thought
Which
it
is
came
why
out.
I'm doing it on your turn. I could have moved out of it. I thought it only took it once per round, so I was just doing it on your turn.
Okay. I mean, you can assume that you moved it,
Yeah, I mean, I was just like going over here. You can move it.
right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You would take double damage if it just like stood there,
Yeah.
or if you moved into it or whatever.
Yeah. 'Cause it didn't
Anyway.
go away, so yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
So moving
Yeah.
on top of there, and you get to do the full moonbeam damage because I'm unable to avoid the moon.
Yeah, 10 damage. Yeah.
Okay. It's looking pretty hurt. Maxine, there's a boar that ran away and tried to gore and then trample
Let's
you.
fuck it up. That's
That
with
hit.
advantage. So
That hit.
cool. And there's my hunter's mark.
Yep.
God.
And then, is it still alive?
Yes.
I guess I'll attack it again.
That definitely is. 14 more. Okay. We are at the boar's turn. It's not gonna try to do anything fancy. It's just trying to smash you.
Bring it on, pig.
It's like it rears up and it's coming to stomp down on top of you. I rolled a 19.
It's some hot pig on pig action.
You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
25. Wow.
That's a lot. Damn.
that's like
This
a
is the
whole
big one. This is the
smaller
biggest one,
pig.
right?
It's a whole
Yeah.
hog.
And it moves away from the moonbeam.
Oh, come on.
Belly.
Gets one skeleton attack.
Do I not get to attack it?
No, you have to actually leave its threat range.
Oh.
Yeah, it never leaves your threat range. It's moving around. It left the right skeleton's threat range. So it gets hit. That hit skeleton does connect, though. The big Lebowski is doing the work.
People in the chat are saying that most people just do it, that Moonbeam only hits like once per turn or whatever, and that the way we were doing it earlier was fine. So, my
That's
bad.
what I thought, but
Yeah.
it's your
You
chance.
thought right.
Yeah, it's fine. This as punishment, this boar is going to charge you.
I find your terms acceptable.
Uh,
As a reaction, I'm going to spore it.
okay, does a 15 hit you? Doesn't hit you, right?
A 15 does not hit me.
Man, this boar is just not getting there. Okay, so he misses. He does not charge you. Then he takes 4 damage of embarrassing.
4 spore damage.
Does 4 embarrassing damage.
My spores, my spores.
And then it is Misty's turn.
Which boar looks more injured?
The giant boar looks ready to fall over and die.
All right, I'm gonna run over to that one, and I'm gonna try to double slash it.
Okay.
All right, let me do first. One sec. Where are you? Where's my attack? All right, here is this one, and here is that one.
There we go. Okay, so you deal 13 total damage. That is enough with those combined that you just stick your flame blade up there and just
Nice! Turn everything to bacon!
gut
Yeah.
the extra giant boar, the raised boar. And then it is Maxine's turn. There is 1 boar remaining.
I am going to go and
Finish it.
hit it.
Okay.
Trying to be inventive with my language then. I was like, hit it!
Hitting it is
Oh.
what you do best.
I'm not wrong with advantage, sorry. Ignore that. I guess that's my 2 attacks.
One of those hits.
In which
I
case...
think the boar has AC 10.
I did not mark it though, because it costs a spell slot.
Oh, yeah.
They both hit, did it?
No, it has AC 12. You missed one of them.
Oh,
You
no,
can
yeah,
move-
you're right,
Ah.
sorry.
Move your
Yeah.
mark as a
Well,
You
bonus
can move
action.
your mark as a bonus action.
You
No,
don't
my
have to-
mark, but my mark as a bonus action is a spell.
No, but you don't. You can keep
No,
concentrating on the
Hunter's,
spell.
Hunter's mark lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh,
It's an hour.
Let me check. If your target
It's
drops
like
0 hit
the
points before the spell ends,
spell.
you can use the bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
In which case, take that.
6 points of damage. Okay, this thing is over half dead, and it is its turn. Seeing you, great and mighty boar hunters, destroying all of its friends, it is going to disengage and haul ass this way.
Do we get a chance to slash at it?
It's disengaging. You don't get to do an opportunity attack.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't move out of your range, though. So,
Disengage is like a specific action. Like a
yes.
specific
So if
spell.
you wanted to try to kill it, you could shoot it in the back. It is
It's
running
my
away.
time to shine.
It's running
Fire
away, let it
one
go. It's not doing anything. Poor
Well, I'm
kid.
Let it tell the others.
We just killed its family.
It is
I will
definitely
shoot
in
with my
range of the
crossbow if
goblin.
you don't, Tomer, so you might as well shoot it.
I'm
Wow.
gonna fire a fire blast. Or
What
bolt,
if it
rather.
brings back its friends? What if it goes for
Robots.
reinforcement?
Yeah, wait.
Then they shall fear
Boom.
us,
3 damage.
hearing this tale of their destruction.
Okay, your 3 damage does not finish it off, but it does continue running.
You
I
have
don't-
to let it run away and let him know to tell all his friends to never come back.
Well, now
I
it's
can still-
also singed, so it
How far?
doesn't-
How far away
it
is it?
doesn't-
'Cause I've got some super good range on this bad boy. Wait, that's not it.
What's the
Where's
range
the-
on it?
where's
It
the-
goes 300 feet, right?
Oh yeah.
100 or 400, yeah.
You guys could potentially have killed it, yeah. If you want to kill it, you want it dead.
I'm gonna fire off my only bolt before I reload. Huh!
That
Disadvantage.
missed. It just hits it in the side. and falls
That
to
was
the side.
bad.
Is it
Good.
gone by the time I've reloaded? I'm furious.
I feel like we've saved Ravnica, everyone.
There's one boar. I think it gets away if only the two of you are 30.
I mean, Maxine's a little bit upset about that. She's gonna go home tonight and look at the picture of her dead husband and be like, "I failed you once again."
You are now standing at the rubble of a once proud marble Selesnya home.
shit,
It is
what
now
up?
destroyed at your feet.
Wait, but we needed to get in, right? And now the
Wait, was
board
the
made
woman
an
still inside?
entrance, right?
You can search the rubble.
Oh, this is like fully demolished.
Wait, is she dead?
Convenient hole to enter.
I'm gonna search the rubble.
I will also search the rubble.
I have no idea how I was a police investigator.
I also want to search the rubble.
I want to look for is it contraptions.
There's a lot of kicking down doors, I think, in Maxine's past.
Should I roll perception or?
Toma, surely you
Perception or
should be.
investigation, whichever you want. It just affects one's harder than the other, but whichever one's better for you is a better one to roll.
I take the lead. Never mind.
Okay. You find. So first of all, you do not find any is it contraptions.
Oh, the question. Can you guys
Rats.
check the spellcasters amongst us? Can we check these bodies? Are these naturally occurring boar? Have they been magically influenced to attack this house?
Well, we
can make a
determined that they're
nature check.
ferals, so
Oh, did we determine that?
yeah, that's what was told
all
to
the
us.
boars out here. are
Can
feral.
feral hogs not also be magical hogs?
Are they empowered feral hogs? That's even harder. I think yes. I think they are magically powered. my boar.
You find. You don't find any is it contraptions. There's nothing here. You find under the rubble the body of Azari. Or Azari, excuse me.
I called to my companion.
She's dead?
Hey,
Find her
over
body.
here. I found the body.
Is she okay? Is she dead or is she severely injured? Here's
hit
my
her?
Here's my medicine check to try and.
Okay, yeah, it's a really good roll. You find she is dead. She does not appear to have any injuries that look severe sustained from this crumbling of the building.
Oh, do
She
you
was
all
dead
think it was a
before.
smoke screen? She was dead before?
You also find.
Where's the tea? Can we check the tea? Who's got a good alchemy? Is alchemy a thing? No.
I actually have some alchemy background.
Well, let me
I
finish
dabble.
up with.
I have a poison kit.
I
Right.
have proficiency in medicine.
I don't know if
Raise,
a
you
poison
also
kit's
find
good
more
for
stuff.
testing though.
When your investigation of finding her body with your check being particularly high, you find in her book the folded up plans for the contraption. You also find on her body a cracked signet that is not Selesnian.
Spooky. Can we see which sigil it's for? Like which guild it's for?
You would be able to make a roll, however, you identify it immediately. Simic sigil.
Oh, the Simic were behind it all along. Do 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 do.
Unless this is, another layer of obfuscation, right?
Yeah.
No, the true villain has always been green.
I think she's been.
Makes
I think
sense.
All the green guilds.
she's been poisoned, right? Like, where's this tea? What, you said there was tea on the table before
There was tea on
this
the
all
table.
happened. Did anyone find the tea? Can we get one of these lots of? I mean, Maxine will look at it and
Has
be
it
like,
been
"Oh, it looks like tea."
poisoned?
You
Wait, I
look
think
around.
hold on. I think I have detect poison. Give me one sec.
Well, before you cast that, you look around. You find the kettle. It's broken and dry.
Oh, so probably that. Also, I don't have detect poison, so I didn't.
if it's
I mean,
broken
I didn't prepare it.
If it's broken and dry, it means they've put the body back here and set her up to look like she.
That is
Yeah.
what your
She
investigative
died of
prowess-
lack of tea.
From my
She
background-
died like a British person.
My background is A, a brit out of character, and B, an investigative.
Yeah, the lack of tea is certainly what killed her.
Huh.
Wow. So
Waited
so
for it to brew.
wait. So they
Go on.
turned her into like a stuffy doll? and then just like made it look like she wasn't dead? Is that, or did she drink the tea and then die?
Who are you calling
what
stuffy?
spells do you have? Let me look at your spell list.
I think
I actually know that Raise Bones would have this spell automatically. You don't have it. Raise Bones, you looking over this situation, can you make me an intelligence check, please?
You better be smart, Raise Bones.
Let's see how well you
Raise
get this
Bones,
together.
nice.
Well, it's a save, not a check, but even if it removed your proficiency, it's still plenty.
Yay.
It's still more than enough. You like putting this all together and knowing your necromantic background. If she was dead and just sitting here, to fool all of you, she probably had a gentle repose cast upon her. Like she was enchanted to just sit here and look normal.
Oh, spooky.
Because that prevents her from becoming undead or decaying for like 10 days.
Ooh.
I will share that with the rest of the party.
As a
It's
plant.
still on your list, so you would definitely know about it.
And then maybe the boars were sent here to destroy the evidence. Dun dun dun.
It does look
Why,
like
why would they plant a body and then? I guess they want to make it.
Because
Look
then
like...
people
They wanted to
think
make
that she
it. They
died
wanted
to
to
the
make it
boars.
look like she was around for longer. They're trying to bide some time.
And who
Maybe
controls
there
the
was someone
boars?
that was off screen just like waiting for someone to come check in on this, and then we like sprung the boar trap once we got a little too
But
interested.
Who benefits?
Well, maybe we can see where the boars came from. And
Oh, do you all think
See
that the
who sent
wait?
the
Do you
boars.
all think that the boars were a trap?
I think the boars were made to look like she was trampled to death by the boars, right? Because people would come up, they'd see the rubble of the place, and they'd find out that she got trampled to death. But in fact, she was killed earlier.
God, we needed to talk to the pigs and find out what the deal was.
Well, that's your job, Misty.
Look, I will take
Wait,
some
no,
small
bacon.
part in the failure that led
Only
to the
some
boars
of them.
trampling us. Okay.
You smelled bacon,
Okay.
and you were like, "Boom! You got to flame
Okay.
them all."
it turns out she's an excellent pig murderer, though. So.
Yeah, I
We
tried
need-
to talk
we
to the
need
plants
to-
successfully. I'm just giving
If
up
I
on
make
trying to
if I
talk
make
to
some pig
animals.
zombies, we can't talk to them, right? The brains are gone. That's
No, they're definitely dead.
okay.
Can
We
you
need to
talk-
figure
Isn't
out-
there a spell called Talk to the Dead?
I don't believe you can speak to pigs, though.
But what if? Hold on.
No, you
Can
need to
he
spell
raise
speak
pigs and
to
I
dead
use cast
feral
with
pigs.
speak with animals?
That may work. I'm not sure. I
I'm
don't
just
think you can
saying.
Speak with the
We
dead,
need to
though.
figure out how she died and or how she's brought here. So we need to either like look around for clues to how like people bringing her in, like footsteps that we can follow or whatever, or like if she was. So how did she die? Did my medical check tell us like was she poisoned? Was she stabbed? Was there a puncture
Oh, you
wound, a
got 19 on
gunshot?
your medicine check.
It was 19.
Yeah, I guess there would be signs that she was definitely poisoned.
So
But,
can we
yeah.
somehow trace that poison? Can we take like some of her blood to a poison expert?
Aren't I a
I,
scientist? Can I roll perception to see if I know which kind of poison this is?
Sure.
All right.
Didn't we figure out that like she's probably not
Ding
been
dong.
poisoned, right? Like the tea was empty. Like she's been dead for a while.
She wasn't poisoned with tea here, but
She wasn't
I'm trying to
poisoned with tea here,
establish
that was
the
just a
cause of
setup.
death.
It would definitely be like an intelligence check, though, not a perception.
Oh, okay. Give me
You could add your
Fuck.
proficiency, though, so roll your intelligence and then add your 3 to it.
yeah.
Move it to
Where
your
is
roll.
intelligence?
Right on the main page. You were at the top.
Oh yeah, I was looking at it and
You have no idea. It's poison.
wow.
Definitely
Okay.
came
Bad.
from poison. Probably came from a snake.
So Maxine strolls up, unsheaths her maul, and like bludgeons off a hand. 'Cause obviously, this is slightly sharp, isn't it? I'm gonna bludgeon off a hand or a finger. Sorry, I'm gonna drain the finger into a flask, so we've got blood of this previously poisoned.
This is
elf lady.
macabre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes
This is
you-
macabre a little for me.
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta
What's
get
going
the
on
job
here
done.
exactly?
I mean, I'm
Some-
into it.
Her blood. All right.
I'm
The
a-
ends
I'm a little
justify
aroused.
The means.
How
The
much
ends
blood do you
justify
take?
the
You take
means.
an entire tankard of blood?
Yeah, I'm draining a hand or a
pint?
finger into this.
Doesn't
Um,
that
so
seem
what's up-
excessive?
You guys have some of her blood, a Simic signet, the plans, and some names.
Not
I gotta say,
not
that was a little
some
worse
blood,
off of
that's
you.
a pint.
Maxine looks up from draining the blood into this tank and goes, "Right, what's up next, gang?"
I'm a little worried about my.
It doesn't look like there's no pigs nearby, right? There's no one that we can talk to. Are there any animals nearby?
There might be a few pigs milling around, like boars milling around. but nothing seems to be violent or.
Are
you
there
can
any
ask them
like
what's
bugs
up.
on the floor or spiders or anything? Anyone that could have seen this nonsense go down? I feel like spiders are like pretty intelligent.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Scouting for
you find
spiders. It's my
Charlotte's
favorite indie band.
What did you say?
You find Charlotte's Web with your natural 20. There's definitely a spider nearby.
Oh, I'm gonna try to talk to the spider.
You can talk to spiders.
I can talk to ants. I can speak with animals, I think.
Okay.
No, I have animal friendship, but I feel like,
That just lets you be a friend with a spider.
oh man, how did I not already speak with animals?
You had to speak with.
How are
plants
you
already, though.
so unexcited about your new spider friend?
Yeah, it's probably your friend now though. It's on your.
I feel like I can't. If I can't talk to the spider, this doesn't help us. We should move along, I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, is the Simic amulet thing that you found, is that a lead? Can that bring us somewhere?
Do I know anything about the Simic signet?
It looks like a generic. I belong to the.
Fun
Civic.
fact: I forgot about that signet thing when I did the lopping of the hand and the blood because I was trying to find a lead. If I remembered the signet, I may. Never mind.
I mean, now
It
you
looks like
have
a
a
generic
tankard of
segment.
blood. Enjoy.
Potentially poisoned blood.
What about tracking to see where the boards came from? Because maybe we'll see who sent them.
We can do that, and it probably won't take too long. Should we
Do we
split
have
up?
we don't have a tracker in this party, do we?
Shall we
I'm
split
good
up?
at
No.
tracking.
If you want to track the boards, you make a survival check.
Yeah, I'm great at that. Oh my.
Nice. Wow, you really are.
My plus 0.
he
We're just
accidentally
firing
leads you
off
to-
our crits here, looking for pigs.
Yeah, it accidentally leads you to exactly where the are. And it looks like they burst through the wall of trees. But you don't find any discernible reason why. But you do hear giants milling about.
Does anyone in the team speak?
Maybe we can
giant?
ask the giant.
So maybe they were hunted.
I actually might speak giant. Hold on.
But they also might speak common. I don't know why I'm asking this.
I can probably cast speak languages with my handy dandy.
Oh
And
my
then you
gosh.
inadvertently
You
grease
know,
us.
you're gonna like lightning bolt them once you fail, right?
He accidentally greases
I mean,
the
but I
room and
can
we're just slipping
also-
around with giants, just like.
I could also potentially speak with them though.
Let me see which languages I speak.
Okay, I could potentially
giant-
cast.
Is giant a language?
Giant is a language.
Okay.
But these giants
Rick.
might speak common. I might have just assumed.
They would be gruel giants. They might just try to eat you. You would know that stomping around out here is probably not in your best interest.
I also hate
You would all know
Gruul.
that.
Oh yeah, I
You
took
hit
Kroll
everything.
over giant.
You would all know that standing around out here is probably not your best plan.
All right, we should head out then.
Yeah, we should head out. What is our lead now though? Like all we have is a person who doesn't remember trying to get this blueprint. Oh, can we look at the blueprint?
Yeah.
Is there anything different than what like Emmett told us?
No, it looks exactly like what he drew the sketch of, only much more intricate.
Got
And
it.
It does look like it could be outfitted for pretty much any gas or liquid to be projected from it.
But no men. Well, we've got a couple of things.
Or
we can do.
lightning.
We can take the signet to a Simic breeding pool or whatever. We can also like find an alchemist to try and find out the source of this poison.
Your initial
couple
orders
of
were
things.
just to find evidence too, so you could go report.
Oh, we could go back just with the evidence.
Maybe
Because
we
we
can
have it.
find
We have
fingerprints and
the
stuff on
Simic
it.
signet, and we have the
A
two
severed
people
hand.
involved. We talked to the
Fine.
white-haired man.
Yeah, because remember he didn't have any. The guy
That's
who sent
certainly
you out had
evidence.
no names. The only name he had was Emmett. He
Yeah,
didn't-
so we have the names of the two other people, the fact that it was a like murder cover-up, and we have the blueprints.
Perhaps we need to vote then. Do we want to go back, or do
We
we,
have
see
a
how far
vial of
this
blood too.
how far this
Oh,
rabbit hole
God.
goes?
The pints of blood.
It's
I think
more
we
of a
just
flask.
report.
But what if he's in on it?
You might be in on
I'm
it.
I'm down to go report.
What if
Yeah,
he's
but
Kozo
we're also
Shoze?
getting money for doing this, right? Like it is also in our, even if we then later break off to try to find out what more is happening, like this was our
Someone has
mission,
been
right?
murdered, and we must bring them to justice.
If he's in on it, we just blow him up. That's how we do, right?
Yeah, that is how we do.
Okay.
You
cool
just
with
like place your badge and make sure he's telling the truth, and if he's not, then I light everything on fire.
Let's
And
go.
if
Let's
he is,
go.
you light everything on fire.
Let's go tie him up and interrogate him.
Straight
Wait,
back
I don't
to,
think we need to jump immediately to interrogate.
He hasn't tied anybody up yet. He's excited.
Maxine just really likes tying people up.
Look, she's
Okay,
already
Wonder
Score
Woman.
of 9. Her investigation skills were more belligerent, shall we say?
So you're headed back to the man who hired you.
I think
Yes.
I vote yes on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
You straight there? You taking a rest or just short rest?
Uh,
Or you just headed right there?
kinda
short
beat
rest
up.
maybe. I'm kind of beat up too. I actually used a lot of spells in that fight.
I have
There's,
less than 50% HP and most of my spell slots are gone. Should we go back to the tavern and?
Take a full on
Oh,
nap.
rest back at the tavern before we talk to them tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Sure.
Okay. I wanted skeleton pigs. That's fine.
Well, I mean, you have all night to raise skeleton pigs now, right?
Well, I have to. I mean, I don't think I want to sleep here next to these giants roaming around and stuff. That's probably not smart.
So let's just go back to where we started.
I was going to say as well, if we did sleep here, sleeping on a murder scene isn't probably the best
Oh,
thing.
I would like to have my skeletal minions carry the dead pig corpses with us back to the inn.
Okay.
And then when I wake up tomorrow after a long rest, I can turn the pigs into more skeletons.
Okay.
I would like to object to this lunacy.
I
Feel like
You
Leave
drained
those
their
piggies
blood.
alone.
You
They did
drained a
nothing
person's
wrong.
blood into a pint jar or whatever the
It
heck you
was-
did.
It was evidence, bony boy.
why
The
a
pigs are
pint?
evidence.
Why a pint though?
yeah, we took.
I'm sure you've got enough, you know? If there was a bag of cocaine, right, at a crime scene, you wouldn't just take a spoon of it, would you? You'd take as much as you
blood
take.
blood isn't cocaine. What are you talking about?
It can be if you try hard enough,
Listen,
Toma.
he's maximizing his potential. Like the more they have, the more they can test.
One
See?
person's
Oh,
obsessed with raising all the, taking them in. One of them is just like draining all the victims of their blood. Misty, I feel like you're the only one who's sane in this group. Stick with you.
I'm having second thoughts about volunteering myself to join this party because we
Um,
are.
You guys make your way back into town. You hit the promenade to try to go go back to the inn you stayed at. That's skeleton friendly. And on your way, you hear Maxine. You recognize this immediately. The telltale sign of someone teleporting in, like an apparition. And you see standing before you as they land. Two Azorius arresters, their commander, and an Azorius precog. And the commander just stands in front of you and says, "Halt! You will come with us immediately. You are all under arrest."
Why?
And she says, "For a plot against the city of Ravnica, you are all being taken in for justice."
Excuse me?
I knew the pint of blood was a bad.
So
Yeah,
Maxine steps
obviously
forward
it's a
and
bad
says,
idea. We're hauling back a bunch of corpses and pig corpses and a pint of blood
It's not-
and all
it's-
this like
look.
murder evidence.
Maxine says to Misty, "Don't worry."
Carrying dead pigs through a
pigs'
marketplace
corpses aren't
is not
regulated.
nefarious at all. It's
And
a
pig
pretty
corpses
normal
aren't
thing.
regulated. There's no legislation against pig corpses. That was outlawed 5 years ago. Okay.
Maxine,
That's fine.
talk
Most
to
people
them.
call them food.
Maxine,
Yeah,
tell them that we are on a mission. Tell them
Maxine steps
they'll
forward and
trust
says,
you because you're Zorius.
"No, they're not. Obviously not going to. Come on, let's be honest." But Maxine steps forward and says, "We've obviously been set up somehow because we've just discovered like a murder scene with like a dead body. I've got a load of blood in a flask actually, so we can go get the poison checked out. Also, some like boars all crashed into the house and destroyed it. So this is obviously all a plot. This is
She
obviously all a
says-
plot." Show
she
them
says,
your
yes, we are
badge."
aware the precog has shown us everything.
What
You
is a
involved in a
precog?
terrorist plot, you murdering 2 members, and now you stand
two?
before us.
But
Ma-
we
Wait,
brought
wait, 2?
we brought blood from the murder scene, like every innocent person does.
Maxine says your precog's full of shit and you know it.
Why don't you
I've-
show them your badge?
also-
This is the one time it's
You guys
relevant.
don't
No,
like sweep
I've
to
rolled
the
an
side.
intimidation check. Maxine ain't having any of this
Did
shit.
you intimidate them properly? 15?
I don't know. We'll soon find out, won't we?
Let me- second.
Your precog is full of shit.
Wait, can I help
This is
with the
this is
intimidation?
literally the plot of Minority Report.
Yeah, can I get in on this intimidation?
Too many.
I wanna
15.
enhance.
I say you best not mess with us.
I'm gonna enhance Maxine's intimidation by casting thermometer.
You want to make it louder?
Yes, but I need to use my special item for that.
It's only a DC 10 though, because it's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe it.
Can I also add intimidation by having my spores swirl more menacing like?
Sure.
Booming. Oh.
Oh my
not-
gosh, why?
What happens if you screw up a cantrip?
It costs another
Uh,
random cantrip, I guess. You accidentally
There's no effect. There's no effect.
Oh, I think
So
you
he
like
pulls out
randomly
the- he pulls
make
out
my
his-
hat glow.
This isn't device, and it just fizzles and pops and does nothing.
But I wanted to pop intimidatingly, if that's the word. Menacingly popping and fizzling.
She just says, arrest them, and points. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Wow, we were not very intimidating, huh?
Maxine, the one time you could have brandished your freaking badge, you didn't.
There's one thing I know, is the Azorius don't give a shit about your badge.
I somehow lost
They've
my
all got
thing
them.
in my
We've all got
Everybody
them.
else.
No one gives a shit about your badge, clearly.
Look, I only send unsolicited badge pics to people who haven't got badges. If they've got badges, it's not as impressive.
Wait, they didn't show us their badge, so how do we know?
We
they're
didn't rest
Azorius?
before this, did we? We
No.
were.
Wait, what if
we
they're
were
not
on our way. We
Azorius?
were on our way back to the tavern.
Fun
right?
fact, I've already pressed the vest button, so I now need to undo.
We are missing Maxine's initiative.
Oh, sorry, let me hit that for you.
Maxine, do you know that they're Azorius, or maybe they're a plant?
They're acting pretty Azorius.
Well, they haven't showed us their badge.
Yeah, show us your badge.
She's like literally wearing like a wrestler gear. Like it's all over them. They're just Azor.
You
They
don't
could
have
be
a
live,
warrant
really,
for
yeah.
this.
I know
Oh,
my
wow.
right.
Look at my initiative. That's really.
Good job, Maxine.
Look,
Really
Maxine-
stepping it up.
Part of her backstory is that she's fed up with bureaucracy and fed up with the Azorius. She finds her faith in the guild is at an all-time low because of this sort of shit.
You're just hesitant to attack your own kind.
Oh, I'm
True,
gonna
it
no,
shows.
Caleb. Don't you worry, buddy. I'm gonna attack
The
him.
first person
No,
up
but
is
are
Misty.
we even killing them? Like they're not.
right.
They're not.
Here's my
evil,
plan.
right?
I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna
not leave
run
them
up
attack
in
them.
front of. I'm gonna run up to the left, in front of
Okay.
all my party, but behind all of the Azorius people, and I'm gonna cast.
Like this.
Yeah, like right there. And I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Thunder Wave, and I think it should hit, like, all the ones at the bottom.
Yes.
It's 15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we are murdering them.
Oh yeah, I think
we-
so, right? Wait, are we? Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Discuss this. Like
Do
when
we-
you're wrongly accused by police officers, you don't shoot the police officers. Like,
Yeah,
All right, okay, hold on.
I'm a little squeamish about this.
I'm thinking about casting Thunder Wave, but I haven't committed yet. Are we actually gonna try to reason with them?
I don't
Are
think
we
we
the
really have
baddies?
we
time
won't
to
be able
discuss
to
this, right?
reason with them,
Yeah.
but I don't think we should kill them.
All right, Thunder Wave
Like-
pushes them back. It knocks them all over too.
Just
And then-
non-lethally.
Yeah,
Thunder
a
Wave.
thunder wave's not going to kill anyone.
How many
Okay.
are there?
4.
4.
Here's my suggestion: is Thunderwave seems like a good idea, and then we flee.
Yeah.
Which
It does
also
knock them. It does knock them back. Yeah, we could
Exactly.
try that.
Fleeing will also
Run.
look bad, but I guess we're just going to be on the run for a little bit, and then we'll have to figure out talking to someone a bit higher up and proving our innocence later. But murdering police officers, I mean, Maxine's a little bit against, well, she's very strongly against the bureaucracy of the Azorius, but like murdering fellow officers doesn't really factor into that.
I can help us
I
run
mean,
away.
who knows if they're really fellow officers?
Yeah, we
can I-
we
can I
don't
roll
know
an-
that. We
Can I roll
There's so
an
much
insight
trickery.
from this whole interaction? Can I roll an insight to get an understanding? Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I mean, I
They're
could
definitely
moonbeam
Azores.
them, and if one of them's a shapeshifter, they'll turn back. So, I mean, that
can
sounds
put
pretty
them
good to
in a
me.
fog, maybe.
Okay, 2 of them failed, 1 of them succeeded.
So 2 of them get knocked back.
Okay, how far? They go back 10 feet.
2d8 thunder
2d8.
damage, and it's pushed 10 feet away from you.
Right, so
And
roll
then a successful
2d8.
save, you take half as much damage, and you're
Yeah.
not pushed.
Right. So
We pushed the
that's-
hell out of the construct
Excuse me,
and
hold on.
one of the guards,
This
right?
guy doesn't move. The commander failed. So these two
Oh,
go back.
nice.
Yeah.
All right, so now maybe we run.
We roll 2d8 first though. For the damage.
Let me. Was that not above?
Oh, did it roll? Was it above it? Oh, it was. He did 8 damage.
Yeah.
8, 4, 8. Okay. Now on initiative 20, because you went and you get the ties. Your maul starts vibrating again and yells justice into your brain. As come bursting through
The whole team. If they're within 30 feet of me, the whole team get it.
Oh.
The whole team know.
bursting through a building is a giant Crassus,
Oh, geez.
and it takes a swing at the commander.
Oh, cool.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm glad I pushed him back, I guess.
I guess we're not going to be the murderers anyway.
I
We
genuinely
got a
believe-
Hulk.
We should probably flee now.
We have a Hulk.
Yeah, this is our opportunity to run away, right?
Crassus does
Those Azorius guards, especially the commander, they're gonna be real busy with enormous Crassus, right?
Yeah.
Chat says Kool-Aid Crassus. Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely pulling man through the side of the building. And as you look at this Crassus, you see a number of interesting things on it. First of all, one of its mutations is it has many of the flowers that you saw in the Golgari growth area.
Spooky.
It also has armor plating that looks like that Selesnian white oak, that very bright white Selesnian color, all over its body.
So it's perfection.
Yeah, it looks like.
And
We call that
if this is
perfection.
a mutation, being Simic, I can probably tell that this has nothing to do with like. Can I tell if it's a Simic mutation?
You can make a history check and see if it's anything you've ever heard of them working.
Okay.
No, but it does. It looks like the things you've seen recently being worked on by other guilds.
Sure. So it sounds like it might be some sort of Golgari / Selesnya mutation.
Seems like this some rogue Simic, or maybe a lot of the Simic, who knows, kind of took advantage of both of those other guilds. Maybe they're behind all this.
Maybe, yeah. We should flee.
And the rest of
Wait,
their
yeah.
turn. Oh no, it's not their turn anymore. Now it is Raise Bones' turn. There's a Crassus killing the cops.
I just want you to all know. I think okay, we've got a couple of options here. A, I'm also injured, so if I get attacked, I'm gonna get fucked. And B, should we try and kill the Crassus?
Maybe we can help out the cops.
They're still gonna want to
What?
arrest us.
What?
But then,
This is our chance to run.
but then maybe we'll convince them that way that
No way. You
You
think
can
the
stay and help if you
Azorians are
like.
gonna be cool with like, hey, you guys, we helped you kill the Crassus. Now don't arrest us. 0 chance.
I don't know. Maxine's
Right,
pretty
right
chill.
now
Oh,
we've got
wait,
a
this is not.
Simic monster fighting some Azorius cops that tried to arrest us,
Okay, okay.
and I would like to bail.
Here's a heads up, right? Here's a thing about law and how much our characters know. How often are random Crassus attacks? Does this seem like something that's happened because this Crassus is attacking them because it's been sent to kill us or them or whatever or hide the evidence?
Well, it's not a natural Crassus. It seems like highly unordinary,
know
right?
it's a
It's got like
Exactly,
Selesnya armor on it and
exactly.
stuff.
So we're not.
One of you as a Simic, the other as an experienced Azorius. Random Crassus attacks are maybe not the rarest thing. Random, like, super mutated Crassuses, they're not getting out. They're either destroyed or are set free. Like,
So there we go. So it's not like we're just helping them against like a wild badger. We're helping them against an obviously very weird anomaly that probably corroborates our story.
Wait, you're
right?
trying to help them? Why are we trying to help them?
Because they're just police officers getting caught in the line of duty. Like,
But their line of duty is to arrest us.
Yes.
Teehee, duty.
But we can't just let them get murdered by a giant super murder beast.
They are
That's
being
actually my
arrested. They
plan,
can
is let the
clearly handle
Azorius get
themselves.
murdered, and then we come in and clean up the Krasis after it's been softened up a bit.
Yeah, I'm with Raised Bones. I want out of here.
I think we can help them.
Yeah, my character can't just leave a lot of police officers to be murdered by the Hulk.
Well, it is Raised Bones' turn.
Oh my god. I'm gonna take a very neutral stance here, because it seems like my glance across my party sees that there's some conflict, and the Golgari did send me on this mission, so my loyalty, in so much until it has been turned, is still with this group. So I'm going to use my wild form thing and increase my swarm and become tougher.
Okay.
And that'll be my whole action. I'm not gonna tell my skeletons to do anything just yet.
Guard.
Yeah, they're gonna hang out with their like pigs still over the shoulder.
Okay. And then it is.
So I get 20 temporary hit points.
You get 20 temporary hit points. If you click on your hit point thing, you fill it as a temporary hit point box you can fill in. The Azorius are going to go beat on this Krasis. They have kind of forgotten.
When I click on the hit points thing, it actually doesn't give me a box to type anything. Is there a...
There should be a thing that has like that says heal and damage, and then there's like a space where you
If
can.
you clip on your max HP.
There should be like a current HP, max HP, and a temp HP box at the top when you click on your HP thing. And it pulls out from the side. There should be
Yeah,
a
I
box.
see all those things, but like the bar isn't working. It's like not pulling out.
Weird.
It doesn't have to though. You can also just click the little grey lines.
Either way, the Azorius, you figure that out. The Azorius, yeah, the Krasis. They are going to longsword it.
I have circled it with my masterful art things in the DM message.
Yeah, it doesn't let me interact with hit points at all. That's fine. I'll keep track of it with paper.
They are not doing well against this Krasis.
So we're. Misty, do you know what it would be weak against? Maybe.
Can
Have
I
you
roll
seen
like?
anything like it?
Can I roll like intelligence or what would it be? Insight?
For you, it would be probably insight. Yeah, insight would work.
I really hope it's weak against fire because it's.
Well,
kind
I
of
feel like
God.
I'm very insightful about the crisis.
Okay, hold on. Let me make Krasis have to make one more saving throw here from the precog mage. The precog mage needs to make an intelligence saving throw. Okay, so it takes some psychic damage. So the precog mage blasts it with some mind bullets. And then you rolled a 22. What did you want to know?
What is this crisis weak to?
You know that Krasis in general do not have any particular weaknesses unless they're bred into them. This one looks particularly made for fighting in a cityscape.
Interesting.
Ah, I see. So he's immune to having to commute.
Oh, if the Krasis also gets to
That's
go,
why.
it does the Krasis' turn. He's going to try to bite the commander.
Not gonna lie, if it's good against fire, I don't have anything to help out.
Don't you have every spell in the mage book because you can transform?
Well, it
with
sounds
your
like
arm
they're
thing.
not. It
And
might
that's
just
been
not be
working
weak
out
to
really
anything.
well so far, right? Yeah.
You also see the flowers on the Krasis' body come into bloom and emit that gas that tried to hit Ray's bones earlier. And let's see if he succeeds. He does not. This particular boy here, he is unconscious. He gets caught. He inhales the spores and just collapses.
Oh.
And now it is Z's turn.
All right. Are we fighting it?
I want to run away.
Do we? Can we even beat it? It's like, it looks kind of scary.
Oh my god.
What's the worst that could happen?
We could die, and then we could get arrested.
They would bring
in
you
that
back,
order.
bring you to justice.
What about running? I don't know, Maxine. Would you run with us, or are you gonna stick around to the very end?
Not to the very end. I'm not like commit suicide. But
Well, you're
I
not
don't
even doing too well, right? You're
like what. I'm very injured right now. Yeah, I'm at 20 out of 45. I think I'm 49.
How do you wanna fight the Krasis and then fight the Azorius?
We don't fight the Azorius. We
Of
explain
course
what
we're
we're
gonna have
fighting.
to fight them. They wouldn't arrest us.
No, they're human beings who can obviously see that they've been attacked by a giant special Krasis out of
I
nowhere.
think they'll figure that out after we're gone too. So let's.
I
get it
bet
out.
those Azorius guards have some sort of detaining. I bet they can just detain it and just run.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, no. So,
Totally
so
fine.
as a quite experienced in the whole Azorius thing, they have spells like Hold Person.
They don't
And
have
that's-
whole giant mutated Krasis.
Hold
I'm
Krasis
sure
is like a level
they can figure
15
it
spell.
out.
You know,
They can figure.
They
it
got
out.
like some fluffy
I
pink
might have to try and
handcuffs.
talk to them first and then run away.
They're busy. All right. They're not going to be talking.
You're never too busy for justice.
What's the sorcerer doing?
Can I ready an action?
Sure. What's your trigger?
Depending on like if they want to leave, then I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna waste my turn and leave with them. But if they want to stand and fight, I'm gonna do an enhanced fireball on the Krasis.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's that. So I'm like, your go. You're all my friends, so
Okay,
I'm gonna
he's
stick
holding
around
a
with.
fireball in his hands,
Yeah.
I like how we're all just passing the buck of this decision along.
and it is now Max Justice's turn.
Okay.
You guys
So,
okay?
Max Justice.
You guys want to chat right now?
so can I? Well, I can obviously move and have an action,
Yeah.
and a bonus action. Where does like running over and being like you should probably run the fuck away, and like conversing with them in a very fleeting manner? How does that fit into that turn order?
If you're just trying to pass information, that would be a bonus action. If you want to actually,
Okay.
Oh shit, what up?
The easiest thing is to start hitting the crisis with my maul.
that is the easiest thing. That is-
I really should have healed you in retrospect instead of making myself tougher.
Yeah.
It was awfully selfish on my part.
My lay on hands are still gone from after the boar fight as well.
You used all 25.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That was no. We've rested season, haven't we?
You haven't smote a single thing. Maybe you can just smite it up.
Smite? I don't have a smite.
Yeah, just lay your hands on
Smite evil,
yourself.
That's kind of like the paladin thing. I don't know why you haven't
Oh,
been
no,
using it up.
I branding smited someone earlier. It's a level 2
No,
spell.
no, you have divine smite. It's like a paladin
don't.
ability. You can.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
Every paladin has it.
I don't.
I promise you.
Oh yeah, I
He's
do.
the one. He's the one that
Oh
doesn't
yeah, I
have it.
do.
It's like the best paladin offensive ability. Yeah.
You use your 2d8
Yeah,
more
but it's
damage.
It's
spell
insane.
slot. It's a
No,
spell
but-
slot.
But you only use it after you connect with a hit.
Yeah, but
So
I have
you
other
don't
spells.
have to expend it.
Okay, I'm going to run up
Also,
behind. I'm going to run up behind.
By the way, it hasn't been an hour.
I'm going to run up behind the Azorius captain guy, and I'm going to say, "I told you so. It's a fucking setup." And then I'm going to sprint in the opposite direction past the rest of the party, shouting, "Run away!"
This is the
you want me-
This is
Zorius
our
who
great
wanted to
plan.
say,
This is what we came up with.
This is Maxine Justice, by the way.
This was the most spiteful use of a turn ever. You use half your turn to go tell them I told you so, and
You're
then
to
run
about, you're to
away.
about here, running up
Do you
there.
want me to do a persuasion check on my initial comment?
This is the one who wanted us
Sure.
to say, yeah, we're booking it now. They were booking it now.
Let's see. if-
Wow, you sure told them. Now they know it was a...
There you go, 21. I think I'm quite persuasive.
You
Do I
are.
get advantage because of the giant crisis?
No,
Never
it's pretty
does, though.
persuasive.
So.
Next up is Misty.
We're just booking it, right? Seems like that's the plan.
Well, over the course of the last 8 seconds of in-game time, we've had a massive conversation where we've been convinced we can't kill it. You guys don't think we can kill it, so...
And you ran, and your paladin is hauling ass the other
All
direction.
right,
I was ready to fight.
I book
but
it. I
everyone else
run
is
the
like-
opposite direction of this nonsense.
Yeah.
Can we outrun them? Like, is that a concern?
I'm pretty sure they're
They
preoccupied.
don't appear to be chasing you or.
Okay, I will run as fast as I can.
Okay, so you move off. It is Raise Bones.
I look at the this giant, crazy, mutated monster, just like this ungodly Krasis that the likes have never been seen, just like tearing down on these guards, these Azorius guards. And then I look over and I see my teammates just fucking bailing, just running as fast as they can. And I just like shrug and turn and fucking run after them. And my skeletons just like hike up the hogs again. And they're just like coming in line behind me.
Okay.
There's the noise of the bones clanking together as they run.
You guys, it is their turn now. You see the Krasis. You see the flowers puff out another thing of spores, and you see a vine lash from the back of it and grapple this guy, pull it towards it. You see the Precog mage fire a bolt to the Krasis, and its skin begins to electrify as it gets hit by the magic. And then it makes a couple more attacks and knocks out the commander as you guys flee.
Oh snap! Did we leave them to die?
We're good on the running part.
Yeah, you guys take away down the promenade, and you blend in with the crowd of everyone else.
I feel good about this.
Other than the fact
I
that
like
you
this.
got, a number of 2 skeletons carrying 2 boar corpses you blend in pretty normally.
The important thing is Maxine ran away first.
No, the important thing is that Maxine ran away, but before that, she told them that she told them so.
Just got that petty. The pettiness was the important.
I don't think we could let them die. Supposed to told you so.
Well, when my like supposed like fireball throwing mage ally tells me I can't possibly hurt that thing, I'm like, well, I guess. Don't forget, Ravnica might be at stake here. Okay, we had to put Ravnica before the lives of those fellow
It's true.
servicemen.
I
So where
agree. I
are you
agree.
fleeing to?
To the inn to nap.
To the inn that we were at before.
When you put it that way, Maxine, your line was the most brave. Because you're putting the, all of Ravnica above
of
yourself
Ravnica.
there by running away. That's, yeah.
You guys make your way to the inn, and you duck in. It's away from this chaos, and you settle in for your evening's rest. And it's fine. You all get your own room? Are you still sleeping outside?
I'm gonna get a pint.
Raise?
I'm sleeping inside.
Right, I'm gonna
Otherwise,
post the party that we need to not split up and not rest in the same place because we could be confronted by more arresters. There could be more Krasis, whatever. Like we probably need to be a bit more careful this time around.
I would like to sleep near the inn, but still in a ditch, because that's the only way that I sleep, really.
Okay, and your skeleton's like squatting next to you, keeping guard.
Yeah,
Maybe the
skeletons can watch
Yeah,
guard.
they can keep guard. They can let us know if there's more Krasis coming.
If there's a ruckus, like my friends sleeping in the inn will hear, it'll be fine.
Okay. Were the rest of you sleeping in separate rooms, like kind of close to each other,
Bed.
same room?
I generally think the same room makes more sense
Yeah.
Okay.
because if we're within 30 feet, my maul will tell us.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys bed down for the evening. And the next morning, at sun's first light, you guys hear first your maul wakes you up with the cry of justice, all 3 of you, as your door is kicked in by multiple Azorius arresters.
Oh god damn.
Raise Bones, you're in your ditch, and the only thing you hear is the sizzle of a paladin smite destroying both of your skeletons, and you're surrounded by arresters. Then you hear the crashing and roar of multiple of these Krasis moving through a nearby district. And all you can see before you look out before these arresters get to you is you look out the window and you see spore clouds falling over the entire district. as these petals of flowers are going over the entire thing in this green cloud, and with electricity coursing through it.
They added electricity to it.
The arresters close in on you guys, and that's where we will call it, as the War for Ravnica.
Cool.
Spooky, spooky.
Oops.
Are we gonna go to jail? Feels bad, man.
Listen, you might have
It
been
kind of
friends.
seems like we were not successful in preventing this war.
It also feels
This-
like we were not successful in running away from the Azorius guards in the first place.
Maybe
You
taking
did,
a
you
nap
did,
was a
and Gaby
bad
caught it.
call.
They told you that 2 people had been killed of your
Yeah, so
co-conspirators.
probably the spore lady, rock
Yeah.
farm lady.
Yeah, somebody else is dead.
Oh,
It
do
could
we
also
think
be the
do
guy
we,
who sent
do we think
us.
it's a spore lady or it's like the Everett dude?
There's also
Or
a guy who
Emmett.
sent you.
This feels like the prequel Star Wars movie. Which one was that?
There's 3 of them.
No. The more recent one.
Oh, you mean Rogue One?
Yeah. This feels like Rogue One.
You
The
have
setup.
all been framed. You
They
have all
set
been
us
set
up.
Yeah, that was a setup. We got debated. If only we had talked to the pigs, we would have known that it was a setup.
If only we just killed everyone, then we couldn't be set up by anyone.
You had just killed everybody and not gone on the. You could not possibly have been sent on this suicide mission.
No wonder they
Would've
asked for
been
volunteers and they
arrested
sent the
for
beat team in.
Oh,
Wait,
shit,
this is
yeah.
this was clearly setting us all up to
Yeah.
get debated.
They sent the old veteran, the failed experiment, the lackluster druid, and the dirty guy.
Just the best of the best.
And now, next time you'll have to deal with being arrested and the fallout of this.
If there's lots of those
terrorist
crises
attack.
though, then we might as well just leave. Might as well
And,
go to the
and we're
countryside.
doing this for 200 gold apiece?
Well, you were gathering information for this. This would have cost way more money.
Yeah, of
we should've, yeah, asked for more.
We should
Negotiate
have
the
haggled
contract.
better.
Wait, did we at least get a nap? Like a full night's rest?
Yeah, you would definitely.
Yeah,
have
we
a long
long
rest.
rested. It seems like the next morning they broke in.
The next morning.
Did we level
But
up?
they killed my skeletons, so there wasn't even a purpose to the rest.
But now you can raise your board.
Your boars are still there, but you are definitely clamped by many paladins at the moment. And that's where we will pick it up.
This was
All right.
fun.
Good job.
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks everybody for
guys.
doing this. This was kind of a test trial run type thing. I know Vince. I know you're in a little bit past your bedtime, so we're not going to keep
It
you
is
any
currently
longer.
22 in the morning. Yes.
I did intend to have it done before your bedtime, but the technical difficulties made it take.
We did have a few reconnects in there and such. But yeah, thanks for being a trooper. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Much appreciated.
Thank
Much
everybody.
love. This will go up on YouTube in the next few days or a few days from now or something like that. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was super fun.
Yeah, thanks for playing, everybody.
Absolutely.
Good job DMing.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah,
Rob.
thanks for
Thank you.
gaming, Rob.
Cheers, Rob.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
Everybody, good time.